Oh, I see live. We must.
Here we go. What's up,
Hold on.
guys? This is the first episode of Masterpiece Shit Piece Theater. We're just a little show trying to make our way in the world. We have a good cast for you. We've got some topics that are hopefully different than what you guys have been seeing. I'm Masterpiece Shit Piece, Nick Brammer. You guys know me in the Facebook groups and whatever other social media platform I feel like being on. Let's go ahead and get into some intros real quick. We have Josh Fisher. Go ahead, tell him about yourself, man.
Oh, well, I'm just your resident one-legged son of a bitch. How you doing?
Cheers to you, Stump.
I love it. Amazing. Beautiful.
Well, I am
right.
that too. I am a pretty bastard, so.
You are
There you go.
so pretty.
He's
So
such a sexy
beautiful
boy.
bastard. Yeah, all beautiful bastards.
You're so gorgeous. We've got Rob Milton. Say what's up, buddy. Tell them where they can find you.
Here. And the
Here?
ROC, of course. Yeah, here, right now. Don't forget
Do
the
you
ROC.
have the good book?
I always have the good book.
All right.
What's that, Playboy?
Everybody loves Sins of the
Sorry.
Records.
Anyway.
Sins of the Records, my ass. Fucking
Nice.
Carnivac and Tarantulas and shit. All right. What's up, Russ the Muss?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, guys?
What's up, man? And where can they find you?
Oh, you know me. I'm all over the place. Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I do a little podcast on Saturday nights. With I like to hang out on. Classic Fanatics, and I like to do a rant every now and then. You guys probably already know that. I like to bitch, and cry and scream about things. Wait till you see my rant that I do about Takara's new Optimus Prime. You're gonna love this. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait, sweetheart.
Wait. Do we get a live rant tonight?
Ooh,
You never
that's
know.
something we didn't discuss, but would be welcome.
We are going to talk about something later on. I'm sure that'll get me fired up. So,
All right.
Yes. My night just got better.
Brammer, are you chugging like a quart of White Russian?
Maybe
hey,
this could be the
That's-
second one.
Jesus.
Is that a problem?
No.
Are we
It's TF.
temperate? Are we temperate on this podcast? Are we teetotalers or what
I
the
was
fuck?
saying it's a repeated. We're gonna have a repeated TF con. Woohoo! All right.
Hey, there are no automatic doors that cause fucking me to use my debit card to try to slide in there, so I think we'll be good. And hey,
Yeah, but you're probably going to be trying to use your electric bill to slide into that closet behind you later if you don't slow down, dude.
that closet. If you only knew what was in there, Jesus. Anyways, I figured that we'd go right into the topics that we had started to discuss. We've got a few different things than what most people are used to. First thing that we wanted to talk about was MoviePass. This past week, MoviePass had an issue where they've basically been going bankrupt and they couldn't even pay for customers' tickets for popular movies. And they had to take out an emergency loan to be able to start, using their service. How do we feel about MoviePass? Do we think that that's a thermometer for how the theater industry's going? Are there alternatives to it? And what are you guys' thoughts?
Cody. Oh, sorry. Yeah, seriously, it's a good idea, but the movie theaters are declining. They know. I mean, we've got attendance down except for the major flicks. Like the Marvels are always up, DC's to a point, shit like that. But overall attendance has been down for a long time. And I mean, think about it. Home theater stuff is so cheap now. Good home theater gear that was 20, 30 grand 20 years ago, you can get for $1,500 now.
Yeah.
So everybody's got this awesome theater in their home. It's only a matter of time before they start pushing towards just streaming from day one or after the first week or something. And if the movie companies are smart, that's what they'll do.
Do you think that the movie experience in a theater is overrated now, especially for the price that we have to pay for everything?
Oh yeah. You know, I went and saw a couple of different flicks this year. Like I saw Black Panther in the theater. I saw Infinity War in the theater, and man, it's a crowded mess. All the snacks are overpriced. I mean, I used to love the theater as a kid, but now I come home and it's like, man, I could do all this, and if I got to get up and go to the bathroom or get more food, I can pause it. I don't have people on their phones all around me, dude. Everybody was on their phones. It was just, it was miserable.
So do you enjoy? I mean, would you say you enjoy watching movies at home much more than you do it at the movie theater, huh?
Infinitely.
You're like an old man, dude. It's great. Anyway.
God damn you kids, get off my lawn.
Jose in the chat says he's a Stubbs member. He says he gets free popcorn and soda, and sometimes he pays no fees when buying tickets. Yay.
Oh, do they like hook you up with like points and stuff like that?
Probably. I have no idea. I haven't checked that shit out yet.
I like how Brink said you can't get the sticky floor experience at home.
Yeah.
It just depends on what's going on at home, Brink.
I have 3 kids. I can get the sticky floor experience.
Yeah,
exactly. My kids spill so much stuff.
Yep.
I've got stains in my carpet from my kid I can't explain.
Yeah. Kool-Aid stains.
Sure, you can't explain them. Sure.
And another thing is that this past month, June, actually struggled to make $1 billion. And I don't know when the last time a June struggled to make $1 billion in the box office.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just telling you the interest in the product that Hollywood's putting out and how they're distributing it just isn't working.
Well, I mean, like you mentioned the product, everything they're doing for the most part is a rehash. I mean, they want to remake everything, and I think everybody's tired of it. Not many new ideas are coming out. And then the ones that do come out, like look at Pacific Rim 2. That was an awesome popcorn flick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody was immediately on Rotten Tomatoes and the other movie sites. Oh, it's going to be garbage. It's going to be garbage. So they didn't watch it. And everything that comes out according to those places is garbage. So you've got the critics telling everybody not to watch movies, and you've got the miserable experience going to the movies, and everybody's kind of like, screw it. Why?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Who in the world gets off telling people what they think people should watch? I mean, what kind of asshole does that?
I'm with you.
Well, I can understand that, but I mean, like, to me, movie critics died when Ebert died.
Yeah.
You know, there's not anybody really that is respectable and can actually talk to you about how the structure of a movie is supposed to fucking be, and, you know, actually go and talk to you about, you know, storyline and plot points and shit like that. Everybody's like, oh, well, the CGI look like shit. You know, and that's the only fucking thing you hear is criticism of the goddamn effects in sound.
Yeah. Well, Ben Affleck said it best in the Jay and Silent Bob flick. The internet has given everybody a voice, and they've chosen to use it to bitch about movies and share pornography. So everybody thinks they're a damn critic.
Frank has a good idea in the chat. He said we need to have private movie cubicles.
Not a bad idea.
That's not a bad fucking idea.
That's a bad idea.
I was talking about assigned seatings.
Think about
that's good too, because I mean, I'm not going to a movie if the only seats I can get are up fucking front. I'll wait a few days.
Well, there are theaters that we go to that you can choose your seats. You get to, you know, and you do get us, but just kind of like a first come first serve. If you get your tickets early enough, you could just pick which seat you want to do. So that's they kind of have something like that. But you have to, which it's higher in theater, you have to pay a little more money for it, that kind of thing. But
the only problem with the cubicle idea is if you're going with a bunch of people, unless they have like movable sliders and shit.
You think that's the only problem with the cubicle idea? What about those Pee Wee Herman freakos? We're like,
they're there now.
Then they're in a cubicle and it's not bothering you, them choking their chicken.
Oh yeah, but they might not chuck another trick or chicken anyway. You're right. Never mind.
Yep.
Anyway,
That's right, man. Shit.
good point.
If
Maybe
you
I
think
could get
you've
some.
ever sat in a movie theater and nobody's been jerking it around you, well,
Hell, maybe I could get some head watching fucking the next Renee Zellweger fucking romantic comedy. Who knows?
We used
If
to have
I'm
a dollar theater back home, man. That was where me and my girls used to go. Back row of the dollar theater, man. Teenage years.
We've got a theater that we go to. Everything is reserved seating. You can either buy your seats online beforehand or you can buy them on site. And if you do it online, there's like a $3.50 fee they tack on. So it's like, damn, you're paying like $12.50, $13 a ticket for a matinee showing. So we don't go to theaters as much as we used to. So we only go for something really, really big. We dig the experience. And of course, me now being in the chair, I get, I pretty much have places where I can go and I can sit right next to other seats and nobody can be next to me except for like Misty or Madison, which is advantageous. So I enjoy the theater experience, but for the rising costs, this theater that we go to, it's only been open for about 2.5 years now. And ticket prices have increased every year in January $1 since it's been opened. And their concession prices have increased on about the same level almost, really. We went and saw Solo after I got out of the hospital. And for the three of us to go see the movie, popcorn, drinks, it was right at $60 for three of us. So, it's like, you average that out, that's the cost of a Blu-ray, if you buy a Blu-ray. And watch it on your home theater system. It's just like, really, it's just your preference of what you prefer, what you enjoy. I love the big screen experience, but I also love watching a Blu-ray in my surround sound. So to me, it's just kind of depends on the material that I want to consume, more or less.
I know with Tiff and I, we went to see Deadpool 2, and it was the 2 tickets on a midday showing and 2 drinks, a popcorn, and 2 boxes of candy. It was $70 by the time we were all done. It was ridiculous. But then think about that. I mean, that said, if you guys could get it, say, a week after it hits the theaters, if you could pay a rental fee, like you can do it on Amazon and shit now, where you rent the movie for 24 hours or whatever it is. If you could pay, say, $25 to rent that, to see that flick at home, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't have to fucking deal with these fuckwads in the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be bothered to put on fucking pants most days. So of course I'm going to do it.
So have you started trimming one pant leg over the other?
No, not yet.
Ah, Jesus! What are you doing? Safety pins?
I mean, what do you got? Just flop hanging off and shit? I mean,
well, no, I don't wear pants. I mean, I only have shorts. I actually don't own pants.
That's awesome,
dude. You were pre-ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The life I could have if I could just wear shorts all the time, it'd be great.
Dude, we've got a guy that works in my terminal. That's all he wears. It'll be 25 below zero outside. That dude is in shorts all the time.
I've gone to the grocery store, places like that, and I'll be wearing shorts. People will come up to me, it's like fucking below freezing outside, snow on the ground. Where's your pants? It's like, I don't have any. Why not?
I don't like.
I'm not staying outside all fucking day. I walked 80 feet from the car to the store. I'm not going to die of hypothermia in that amount of time. Why should I be uncomfortable for your delicate sensibilities? Jesus.
So basically, I think what we're saying is that streaming is the now and it's the way of the future.
And we don't like
I love streaming. I love consuming streaming content. I think that there are advantages to the streaming market, especially if what you were saying, if you had that option, okay, you can go see it in a theater, but a week later you can stream it, but you say, would you pay an increased ticket price to stream it in your own home for one viewing that versus going to a movie theater? Say it cost you $12 a ticket, but would you be willing to pay $25? I would.
I would.
Well, think about it.
Like
If you're paying-
$25 for a 24-hour rental.
Yeah. Now, if you think about it,
not even yeah, you got 24 hours to view it, but you can only view it one time in that 24 hours. Would you still pay the $25?
well, think about $25 is the cost of you and your wife to go. That's basically your $12 ticket.
Exactly. And if you have more than one person in the house, hey, it's hard to quantify a value on entertainment.
Right. And you're looking at reduced costs of concessions because you can go to the dollar store and buy
your own popcorn.
Yeah,
make your own popcorn, have your own drinks. Yeah, and still enjoy yourself.
The people putting the movie out aren't getting fucking revenue from fucking popcorn and soda.
No, that's how the theater makes
money.
Yeah, popcorn and soda, and then the ads in the front row on the screen. That's where the theater are making the cash.
Yeah,
guys,
movies,
I just want to stop
make
for a
everything
second.
off of ticket sales.
We are whole. Welcome Sam Mead to the podcast, and now our main cast is whole. How you doing, Sam?
What's up, Sam? How you doing, brother?
I hope this is a good respite for you. I know you've been having a rough week, brother, but
all I gotta say,
you're here to have some fun.
Yeah, I just gotta say hashtag fuck dogs. So if if I go on mute and you don't hear from me, I'm out of here. So
all right, brother.
I'm
don't worry about it.
Just to give you a heads up. What's up, guys?
We'll keep you here and just keep you muted until you show back up.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, guys. Thanks for working with me.
Hey, no problem, brother. Glad to have you.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Also, Brammer, did you have to say we're all whole? I mean, come on. That's punching me in the nuts.
That's
a punch in the nuts, man.
He's gonna. I mean, poor Josh can never be whole again. I'm sorry.
Ryan over here,
Brammer, did you just assume Josh's completion?
Oh yeah.
I like it.
I like it when Josh goes to completion.
He's like the one leg. He's like
that's usually been the general consensus.
Russ, you said he's like a combiner. Oh my
god,
like
a combiner missing a limb. That's kind of cool.
I just want to shout out real quick. G Money's in the chat. We got E Prime, Brian Brink, got Jose Hurricane BX. So we got a pretty good group in the chat too. Besides these money plays up in here on the show. So going from the movie pass debacle, what'd you guys think about the new Venom trailer?
Oh, it's dope.
I look. I'll be honest with you guys. I had no interest in this movie, right? And now after seeing a couple of trailers, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go see this. This might be I gotta check it out. So,
Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock is perfect.
Yeah,
man, and Rob, that's what I'm like almost bummed about because he's so good. But like, I'm like, once the MCU got going. And I found out that this like might be a part of it, might not. Like to me, if it's not, I'm like, why? Like why even do it?
Well, so we're kind of saying the same thing with Deadpool too. But I mean, Spider-Man's part of the whole thing, and he at least makes cameos in. I mean, he was a big part of
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War.
And Civil War, yeah.
Because
he was in Civil War too. But and then
like. What I heard is like this, but it has nothing to do with that. Even like they don't know if it's even connected to that.
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
but he's
like the Tom Holland.
This seems a lot like an establishment, kind of like they did with Deadpool 1, where it's establishing the character.
And see, I'm okay with that. If they give some kind of tie to say it's in this universe, I'm all good. You know what I mean? I love Tom Hardy. You know,
I bet you. Yeah, I bet you if this movie does well, we're gonna see him in the main MCU, or at least tie it into the Spider-Man.
that's a good
franchise.
point.
What Kevin
Let's kinda see how it
Kevin
goes.
Feige basically said that you know, they don't have space in the MCU right now for Venom.
There's
So that
always
do-
space for Venom.
I know, but you know, that's right now. Wait until this movie fucking takes off, and you know, fucking Tom
Well,
Hardy is chewing scenery and just fucking killing people.
Yeah. Well, and
until the buyout's completed.
Deadpool was
too.
never meant to be there.
Yeah.
And
Man, and I think with this whole Fox deal, Rob, they're gonna keep one thing, keep Deadpool. People love
oh
him.
yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I think
They-
it'd be a waste if they did otherwise. He's
They're gonna
perfect.
keep
Ryan
him, and
Reynolds,
they're gonna.
perfect.
They better stay R-rated with him, or it's
Mhm.
over.
Yeah.
Because that is their second biggest franchise at this point.
And
Yeah.
I like how they're building this extended Spider-Verse because
Yeah.
I mean I know not everybody's a huge Jared Leto fan, but Jared Leto as Morbius sounds fucking awesome to me.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Well, Morbius was such a cool character, you know. I would like just the fact they're going to get somebody to play him and just have him involved is great. I kind
I
of
don't
get
know.
that, yeah.
Controversial as hell. I thought he was good as Joker.
I did too.
Yeah, me too.
A little bit better writing and a little bit more
Yeah.
time. Dude, he was
Exactly.
boss.
It's like I didn't like the problems I have with that Joker. I don't blame on Jared Leto. I blame on like the writing, like you said.
Yeah,
but I thought he
do.
played it.
and the editing.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
editing.
Yeah, that movie got screwed.
A little
Well, I
bit
would
of better
say-
writing, a little bit more screen time. Man, he rocked
yeah.
that guy.
There's
Yeah.
an extended cut that they have of it. Anna, it's the one Anna got me to watch, and it's actually a little bit better because there's a little bit more Joker in it.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I
and-
watched too.
Yeah, and it's a little bit better. It's better, definitely better than the theatrical because you get some elongated scenes, a little more lines. Sometimes it's just better. He should have been in it more, in my opinion. But you know, whatever.
I'll tell you what, that scene where he walked in with when he was wrecking up Harley, and he goes, "I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you real bad."
Yeah.
My God, dude.
It's perfect.
And then that scene with Common.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with your girlfriend, Mr. Joker. You know?
My wife loves me. She brought me spiked coffee.
Oh, that's
There you
good.
go, man.
Oh,
At least I'm not the only one fucking drinking now. With the Venom trailer, I was surprised we didn't see Carnage for the second
I
trailer.
think they should slow roll that
Well,
if they do
yeah.
it at all.
Yeah, I kind of want them to keep that a little under wraps too.
So kind of like an extra credit scene or like at the very end.
Maybe.
but they were showing a lot to do with the lab that was doing the stuff with the symbiotes.
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be something there. They're bringing more of the symbiotes through than just Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I
the
think-
one
it's
guy in the
based-
trailer is supposed to be the antagonist with his own symbiote.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
Riot or
one-
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right,
based,
yeah,
it's
the
based,
one you
it's
see
based
with the
off the
accent.
Lethal Protector and Separation Anxiety stories they did for Venom.
I played the
And,
shit out of that video game. I need to read those
Oh
comics.
yeah. And then so we got Riot and Scream that we've seen so far, but I think that's it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then Lasher has been cast, but I don't think we've seen Lasher yet.
Who'd they cast as
Honestly, you know,
I don't know.
my whole outlook on it though, when I saw the first trailer, I was like, how in the fuck's that going to work without it being tied to Spider-Man? But after seeing this new trailer,
See,
you know, I'm willing to withhold my judgment. This trailer looks like it's going to be true to his character,
yeah,
and that to me is more important than a logo on his chest. And
Yeah.
I-
because
that's a good
the
point.
symbiote,
Yeah.
Oh, you
the
can see
symbiote,
it.
the way it, you know, it replicated webbing, but it still did everything else. You know, he's still gonna. It was more tendrils. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know,
Well, that-
his power base still makes sense.
Yeah, E Prime is on that not my Venom train because no spider symbol.
Right.
And I can understand that. I'm a big Venom fan from back in the day, and I understand
Prime
like
yeah.
not having it tied into
Right.
Spider-Man right away. I understand how that's kind of disconcerting for Venom fans, but at the same time, I mean, introducing it without Spider-Man and making him his own standalone character, I think, is a strong way to start.
Now,
I think you put.
Well, it really is.
Yeah. What I think they're going to wind up doing is they're going to do this as a lead up to the Venom versus Carnage. I don't think we're really going to see Carnage till the next flick.
Dude, Rob, I'm with you on that. So I think that would Carnage would be a perfect way to get. So, like, say this one does well, I think that'd be the perfect way to get Venom and Spider-Man together.
Right.
Yeah.
Into a movie by maybe pepper
do that first Carnage arc.
Because if you look at it, other than the symbiote's hatred for Spider-Man, what other tie really is there that defines Venom as a character?
Right.
Everything else is present, it appears.
With the Eddie Brock Venom, they've got it already too, and that's his inner battle with the symbiote, and Eddie trying to be the good guy that he is, and fighting against the tendencies of the symbiote to be a complete dick. So
exactly,
that was always a big basis of the Venom storyline.
Yeah,
at least the Eddie Brock Venom.
And Brink, he keeps trying to make me say it is symbiote.
Symbiote. I fucking hate that.
I got so angry when Jenny Slate said that in the first trailer. I was like, where the fuck's she been for the past 30 years? Nobody's ever said it's symbiote. And in the new trailers, you hear the guy saying it's symbiotes. So, yeah.
Prime saying his not my Venom. Just tell him it's fans' toys.
That's what everybody's been saying. Third-party Venom with no faction symbols.
Yeah, and imagine if you were the guy who got paid to go in the studio and just dub symbiote instead of symbiote, and you got a paycheck for that. How about that, man? I'll take that gig.
But you have to say it like they do on like TNT. Say it in a different voice completely.
Symbiote.
Jose says symbiote.
Symbiote.
Y'all notice during the first trailer, everybody was complaining about his eyes when he popped up at the end. Did you notice all these trailers now? They got them fixed. Like this, they finished the CGI on them.
And they're listening. Yeah. They're listening.
Yep.
Well, post-production work takes a long time too. You know, they showed that first trailer, 2-3 months ago?
Yeah.
You know, this movie's coming out, 3 months from now. So, I mean, there's still post-production work that'll probably be going on until about 2 weeks before release.
Yeah, that's funny how that's a thing now, because you see a trailer and you're just like, well, take it with a grain of salt, because that might not be how it ends up looking.
Oh, they'll cut CG all the way up until the final
shit before.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes me wonder, you think they will add the chest symbol?
Maybe at the end, like maybe he sees like a clip of Tom Holland Spider-Man doing something heroic and he's like, let's add this,
Give me something.
Yeah. But
also like what Jose said in the chat, he's talking about the symbol wouldn't make sense, where he hasn't been introduced yet in the Spideyverse. But so the compromise is the white veins. That also, I think, is also going to be not only to give a little bit of white to it, but just, black is a hard color to give definition to in motion. Yeah. So they're going to have to do that. At least they didn't go with like heavy shades of blue.
And how that shows up in HD, depending on format and everything, especially the IMAX and stuff, that makes a difference too.
Right.
Something I wanted to talk about too about this Venom thing is CBR released a article today saying that there's Sony is looking at a solo Kraven the Hunter movie.
That would be fucking dope.
So we're looking at Venom, possibly Kraven, and we know that we have a Morbius cast. So this is Sony doing what DC should have done in taking, the steps to build a universe before going with like a Sinister Six versus Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wow, that would be pretty outstanding.
Man,
and I like that approach.
They had an actor for Kraven, right? Did you see that?
I did not see.
I thought I saw that somewhere, and it was just a dude that I was like, oh, I remember seeing the picture and the headline and thinking like that dude would be perfect. I don't remember the name. I would have to find the article, but You look good.
know. They announced the writer, but they didn't. I don't think they've announced a casting for Kraven yet.
The thing about a Kraven movie too is that you could easily add Chameleon.
Oh yeah.
Because with them being brothers and
that's
all
who they
that
cast.
shit.
They cast someone as Chameleon, or like whatever his real name is. That's what I saw. Like, Dimitri,
I can't remember
something. Yeah, it was like some dude, and I was like, "Oh, that dude looks like he." This is what really happened. This dude, I saw the picture. They're like, he's playing this person. I said he looks like he'd be a good Kraven, but they're like he's Chameleon. So I guess if they're brothers, that makes perfect sense. But
dude, you get Fedor to play Chameleon. Fucking Kraven. all the fucking memes of Fedor punching the bear. Fuck yeah. Fucking do it.
He's too white, man.
Hey. He's too white.
He's too white and bald. Can't do.
That's beautiful, man. Well, I mean, what do you guys think is going to go down with a lot of the Fox properties now that Disney's got that shit now? I mean, are they gonna?
I think we talked about. Yeah, I think we've already started talking about that in like different, unbroadcasted hangouts.
Yeah, didn't they cancel like flat out shut down the new X-Men and new Mutants movies?
That was the rumor, and then they came back and said that those movies are still coming out.
I think they'd be best to just leave them alone. But
yeah, just let those movies come out, and then Fox and then Marvel does their own shit.
Right.
But like, in all honesty, for the actors and actresses in the new X-Men canon, the only ones that you're going to care about are McAvoy, fucking Fassbender, and Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
If you can get Jennifer
McAvoy and Fassbender.
I know, but Jennifer Lawrence is a big draw. I mean,
I think she's probably the. I don't like what they did with her character, but that's not her fault.
That's not her fault.
Either way, she played the shit out of it. So,
I mean, that Marvel magic, man. Look at what they did with fucking Robert Downey, man. Robert Downey was in a slump. He had all those drug problems and everything, and he came back as a fucking Iron Man and fucking blew everybody away.
Yeah.
Chris Evans was the Human Torch. They have an eye for casting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if they use Jennifer Lawrence, the direction will be better, and if they don't and they recast, they'll have somebody that fits.
Right. Yeah, I think Jennifer Lawrence is supposedly, says she's about done with it. She's ready to done with playing the role. So
she's not happy with those.
If she gets a proper Marvel written script thrown in her hands, is she going to turn that down?
Well, maybe not.
Because no one's ever in one Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
With the Avengers cast, like basically, we know Chris Evans only has either one or two movies left.
Yeah, and Robert Downey Jr. is aging out at this point.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's different ways that they could bring, the X-Men and Fantastic Four into it. It wasn't my idea. It was somebody's in one of the unbroadcasters. I can't remember who, so I'm sorry I'm not giving you credit, buddy. But somebody said, basically, they could do House of M. We already have Scarlet Witch.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Or if you want to go X-Men and Fantastic Four, you could do Secret Wars.
Oh, yeah. Well, Infinity War is supposed to put the lid on the current
past 10
MCU.
years.
Yeah. So I think we're looking at this point.
See, I think
great way. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I was gonna say, so with both of these properties, I think they should do one first and then the other one, whether it be Fantastic Four first or X-Men first. But I feel like you could do Galactus, slow roll them the same way that they did with Thanos. Once they deal with that and get that all sorted out, you can do Apocalypse the same way. Start bringing the X-Men. I think once you have all these new characters to work with, people aren't going to be as thirsty for like an Iron Man movie every 2 or 3 years. Or if he's not in, because I mean, like, yeah, it's Ant-Man and Hawkeye, but I didn't hear too many people complaining after Infinity War that like, where was Ant-Man and Hawkeye? I thought that, but I wasn't complaining about it. So, but then it's like, as much as I read comic books, like I always think like when it's like one of these big, like a Batman big event or something where it seems like the world's about to end. I'm like, where the fuck's Superman? You know? So it's like, I feel like people can kind of be forgiving when it comes to the movies if they don't see these people in every single movie. You know?
Well, I mean,
Okay,
we
Sam,
know
go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Okay. I was saying we know for sure they're going to do something with the X-Force too, because they did quite a bit with it in the Deadpool 2 movie with Cable coming through.
Mm-hmm. They got contracts, man. So
yeah. Or are they going to try to roll that?
All I'm saying is no
turn into X-Men.
I just found this on this table behind me.
Nice. All right. No Galactus, okay? Because you know who comes along with Galactus. We don't do Galactus because yeah, fucking I hate that guy. No, Silver Surfer. Fuck that guy.
Man, I think if they do him right,
man, they do him right, he gets melted down into a puddle of silver. Fucking perfect.
A puddle of silver goose.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Remember what we were saying about Russ rants earlier?
Yeah, let's go, Russ. Get your rant out now. Stop, you fuck.
Be honest, didn't you guys always want to see the Human Torch just melt that fucker down? Wouldn't it be great? God.
I wanted to see that entire fucking movie melted down, but it wasn't because of the Silver Surfer.
Show us on the doll where the Silver Surfer hurt you.
You don't do it live this time. When that movie came out,
he touched me in the no spot. Oh!
Let me tell you that last one. The last
Russ,
the
I'm sending you some. I fucking swear. As soon as I fucking find that Legend Surfer, I'm gonna send you like fucking 5.
You're talking about the Walgreens one?
If you send me 5,
hey, Russ, drop her address in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna send you a thank you card for being on the show.
You're gonna send me 5, and I'm gonna do 5 videos.
Dude, I think our dollar store
melted down.
5 unboxings.
Our dollar store.
I'm gonna buy a cheap Spider-Man and just spray paint it silver and send you the
No. I got you.
The KO Silver Surfer with a popsicle stick.
Yeah, let him breathe all that spray paint in when he opens the box, and it'll be high as fuck.
Our dollar store has these little knockoff ones. I kid you not. They say Sliver Surfer on them. I'm gonna go buy them all. I'm gonna go buy them all and send them to Russ.
Oh God!
All the lead paint knockoff greatness, baby.
It's bad enough. I'm trying to find one so I can send one to Jason Lowry. So because the one he got, I guess the arms are all fucked up. He got like 2 left arms on the figure or some shit like that.
No!
That's a damn shame. I'm shaking my head. That's so bizarre.
Man, he gets 2 left arms, and I don't even have a whole right leg. That's fucking
look at that, man. Yeah, listen to you, Russ, man. Complain about 2 left arms, man.
I know. Shame,
some people don't have all their limbs, Russ. You're a fucking insensitive bastard.
I can't help it, man. I'm sorry. It's my way.
But all right, going from Venom, what other movies are you guys interested in that should be coming out?
Aquaman. Glass.
Yeah.
Glass looks good. I was really surprised with the Shazam trailer.
Oh, Shazam actually looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I want to be excited for those DC movies. Shazam one surprised me. It looks better than I thought. Aquaman looks.
Oh yes,
but I don't know, man. They even dropped the DCEU, like they're doing the DC like Worlds of DC or something. So like may or may not be continuity.
I don't know. Jason Momoa was badass as Aquaman. That was like,
dude, I agree. Rob, that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's awesome.
Yes.
If they come out with another Flash movie or something, and there's like a different dude playing Aquaman, people are gonna be confused. You know, like it's just.
Well, I will tell you, him playing Aquaman made me give a fuck about Aquaman. That's what I'll say. Like before that, Aquaman was always the throwaway super friend. I could get away with him.
I love Aquaman.
Yeah, I think he's good, and I think I think Jason Momoa's perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'm like a big Aquaman fan, but I thought he was awesome in Justice League. Like I really enjoyed him, you know. So that's all I'm gonna say.
The first
I
time
like
I gave a
Aquaman
damn
better than Batman or Superman. So
Me too. He was more relatable.
the first time I gave a damn about Aquaman was the Injustice video game.
Yeah,
Because
he was pretty
he
fucking.
Yeah, he finally went from what the hell is this character to okay, this guy's a badass. Now I understand the King of the Ocean.
Yeah, there was some scenes in the New 52 Justice League when that first started, and the New 52 fucking Aquaman series where Jeff Johns is writing it, and
Well, there you go. It's gonna be good.
He made fucking Aquaman fucking decent. I mean, there's old stuff probably like Josh was a fan of, like the fucking Peter David run.
I mean, how you gonna call him out for
Grant Morrison, the way he wrote him in the Justice League back in the early 2000s.
We all know Grant Morrison is God, and fight me on that. But
Why am I not surprised?
man, that would be my dream, and I know you hate him, Russ, but a fucking Grant Morrison Silver Surfer series would fucking kick ass.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Dude, Russ, he'd make it good, man.
He's the lamest character in the world. You got to give the man something to work with.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it's the lamest character.
I know.
in the world.
It's not the fucking spot, Russ.
He's horrific.
Why?
He's
I've never given it a fucking reason.
He's silver and he's stupid and rides around on a surfboard through space. It's dumb. And then
He's silver
and then he's not the best. He's Galactus's bitch, which is worse. The worst thing of all.
Yeah, but
He sacrificed of himself.
in a
You
world
know,
where we
that
have
was the thing.
Jubilee, can you really say he's the worst character?
Yeah, that's a good
Jubilee
point. Rob.
exists.
You know what? Jubilee was she was a cute little girl. It's fine. You gotta take it with
Still waiting
context.
for the fucking Jubilee Twilight crossover.
Oh, God. Hey, now we know why them bitches shimmer.
I'm down with it.
Well, she is a vampire now, so
Yeah, that's another thing. They made fucking Jubilee a vampire. Yay.
Are you for
God.
real? I'm
Whoa,
fine.
Yeah,
whoa, whoa.
seriously.
When the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Years
years
ago.
ago. I
It's
was
been a while.
still living in my other address in Florida.
Man, I gotta catch up on my comics, dude. God damn.
Me
I
too.
gave you the I gave you my fucking
know.
Comicsology link,
Hey,
bitch.
Russ,
I need to
Russ,
start getting into it, man. Reading, dude. I got.
Russ, by the time you get caught up, you're gonna be behind again. Don't even
I know. That's what sucks, right?
see these movies.
Brent
Yeah,
does
I'm
have.
going.
I'm with you,
I'm
Russ.
looking-
I've been so
I'm looking
deep
at the
in
chat. Well, I'm looking at the chat while we're talking, and Brink does have a good point. I do think he's correct that fans coined the DC Extended Universe acronym, the
Yeah, I was thinking about
DCEU,
that too.
Yeah.
and that's not how they're branding it. So we don't know what the fuck DC is doing, and that's either good or bad.
I think it's a problem.
the
I think it's a
problem
problem.
is, I think they've always come across as they really don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's the thing.
saying, Josh. I think they didn't put a plan because they didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
Marvel came out and said what they wanted to do with the first Iron Man movie. We knew where that was going to end up, and because of that, I went and saw every movie leading up to it, and I've seen everyone since. I fucking saw Ant-Man the Wasp in theaters, just because it's required reading.
Yep.
It's
in a sense.
It's just sad. I mean,
But-
DC has great fucking characters, and it's
Mhm.
just the use of the properties.
Yep.
We were talking on Jose's show, verbally challenged about what the fuck they did to fucking Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, God. Even
I mean,
Ryan Reynolds hates that one.
it's insane. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan is an iconic character.
And he's a badass.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He was just fucking comedy relief in his own movie. And then you have I'm not going to rehash the whole thing we did on Verbally Challenged, but then you have Mark Strong as an excellent Sinestro. And I forget the actor, but whoever played Hector Hammond played him creepily. And that's how he is in the comics. He's a creepy little fucker with a hydrocephalic head. Fucking water-headed fucking psychic bastard. And
Man, Brammer throwing out $5 words there.
I know a lot of $5 words. Okay,
How many
don't
water
be,
hits? you know?
don't be fooled by the liquor, baby.
And that's how he proposed.
Oh Jesus, that's a story for another time. How I proposed. Holy
The
fuck!
more he drinks, the smarter he gets. Keep going,
That's
brother.
right.
He said, "Baby, you can't help if you're born with hydrocephaly." But I know a lot of.
Fucking words, man. God, I love it.
No, but hey, Nick,
Nice.
you said
Yeah.
some Mark Strong. It's like that's why when he was like he's the bad guy in Shazam, I was like super bummed out because I'm like, come on, man, save him for something good. Come on, it's like fucking let him be Sinestro again. It's like that dude's good.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
even know
I
the
love
badass.
him in the Kingsman movies too.
I like him in anything.
That's like a perfect role for him.
He's good. He's a good actor.
Oh shit, Kate's on my fucking chatting here.
I see that. She said
So I
the
better
proposal.
fucking watch my goddamn mouth. She said the proposal was pretty good, by the way. We're gonna
Nice.
do that on another show. But yeah,
See,
like,
now she's in here in the chat trying to make me feel
yeah.
bad for
See,
making
now
that
I gotta
joke.
censor myself and all that other bullshit.
Watch it.
Fuck.
You know Anna's a huge Deadpool fan. Obviously, everyone knows this shit. But when she watched, after she watched Deadpool and then she watched the Green Lantern movie, she was all she kept saying was she goes, "What were they thinking of casting him for this movie? He's not fit for that." And I was like, yeah,
No.
I think that's the whole thing. I said, I think they kind of got the wrong guy, and I think they wrote the character extremely wrong. It was like they just were totally fucked up on it.
And again, to rehash Jose's show, we did talk about fucking who should have been Green Lantern, and I hate him.
Yeah.
My wife fucking knows I hate him, but she loves him. Fucking Nathan Fillion. That was the perfect Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I think he'd be good.
Yeah.
I think he'd be real good.
Perfect. And like the only thing I ever liked him in was fucking Buffy when he played the psycho preacher.
Yeah.
Wait. You didn't like it when he was Captain Hammer and Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog?
I wasn't a big fan of that. I'm not a huge Whedon fan. I know. The only things I like from Whedon are Buffy, Angel, and Dollhouse. I hate Firefly with a passion. My wife loves it. She gets the Firefly box. The fucking like shit.
Jesus.
So she loves that shit, but I cannot stand that dude. For some reason, he reminds me of like some frat boy date rapist.
Whoa!
He just does. He has that thing. He reminds me of fucking Peyton Manning.
Now, here's one for you. What about Chris?
So you're saying he has an air of smugness?
Yes.
That you don't like.
That would probably be the most politically correct way to put it. But yeah. What were you saying, Sam? Or Rob?
No, it was wrong.
What do you think about Chris Vance's Hal Jordan?
Who's that?
You'd have to look him up. You'll know his face when you see him. I watched him a lot on the Transporter show.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been in like Macbeth and Prison Break. He was in Prison Break, Burn Notice, Supergirl, bunch of shit.
I have no idea, brother.
Look him up and you'll see his face. You'll know who he is.
Okay, I'll have to.
But
check
he
that
knocked
out.
out. He did in the Transporter series. He played Frank Martin, the Transporter, and his demeanor and just it reminded me a lot of what Hal Jordan would have been.
Yeah.
A little more regal, a little sly twist of he's got that sinister side to him.
Yeah.
Needed.
See, like that's the thing I don't think that they got is like they really concentrated on the humor with Hal Jordan. And he can be funny, but that's not his main thing. He's a really earnest guy, and that didn't come across. It was just a joke a minute with Ryan Reynolds, and I like that dude in a whole bunch of shit I've seen besides like Deadpool. Voices was great. I even like that fucking stupid ass romantic comedy he did with Sandra Bullock.
Dude, I've loved Ryan Reynolds ever since Van Wilder.
Yeah, Van Wilder. Fucking, I liked him in Blade Trinity because I could.
Yes.
I could have gave a shit about Hannibal King. I read the old Midnight Suns shit, but the way he brought fucking Hannibal King to the screen, that was what was needed in that movie.
Yes.
He made him interesting, dude. Hannibal Caine in the comics, Nick, I'm the same way as you. I reading it and you're like, it's kinda, I always thought of him as a throwaway character. And I just didn't like and care for him. In that movie, he made him good. He made the character like actually enjoyable.
And hey, he had to deal with a coked out Wesley Snipes every fucking night. So
Yeah.
give him credit for that.
I don't know. I got a lot of love for the Blade movies, but he was better than Blade in Blade 3.
Yeah.
Well,
and my favorite line ever came from him in that movie.
Which one?
Oh, which one? Because I like a couple of them.
The sugar-coated fuck line.
No.
Why don't you take a sugar-coated fuck off the end of my dick, you cock-juggling thunder cunt?
Oh, man.
And the delivery.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
It was great, wasn't it?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he had some good lines in that, some good doozies, man.
Yeah, he did. And they're lines that only Ryan Reynolds could deliver.
Could do. Exactly. Right. He's not going to pull it off, you know.
But that's why he pulls off Deadpool so well. That is him. It's him with a gun and a sword.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much done with this movie topic, so we move on to our next part of the agenda.
Uh-oh, here we go. This party.
He called it an agenda.
That's right.
I know, right?
I'm trying to add some professionalism to this as much as I can.
You got the wrong cast for that.
I know, right?
We're planning to blow up the world. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. First, I wanted to touch on wrestling in WWE because I know that that's a topic not a lot of other people are covering on the shows in our net, like in our friend space. Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. So this will be part 7 of the fucking stupidest rivalry in the history of wrestling.
Well,
like I was saying, I tapped out on watching wrestling a couple of years ago, so I don't have much to contribute to this conversation.
Yeah.
You're going to make me have to buy that WWE subscription, ain't you?
Yeah, dude, you're going to have to, because even if you're not, fucking going with the current product, all the old shit on there is fucking gold. I mean, you can watch whatever you want seriously, or you can fucking go and watch like WCW New Blood.
No kidding.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do they have the old WrestleManias and shit on there too?
Yes.
Yep.
All of it, dude.
Yep.
Oh, they've got every pay-per-view in history of the company on there.
Yeah.
And all the old WCW pay-per-views. And they've got a lot of the old NWA, like Saturday Night Show, and they've got AWA stuff on there. And
man,
don't they also have?
wrestling.
That's the thing. You can get it and watch old school shit that you loved until your heart's content.
Yeah.
It's just. I canceled my subscription to it, about a year and a half ago. I just, like I said, I just lost interest in the current product that's been stale for so long.
I will tell you, I understand that though, because I've had moments where I'll sit there and I'll go, "Why the fuck do I keep watching this dumb shit?" Because they aggravate me where they're everything is bad. They have bad storylines. They have bad, Even the in-ring work is shitty sometimes. You're just like, what's this crap,
The in-ring work quality dropped because of extended talking segments and shorter match time, and everybody in the match wants to get their shit in, so it's a fucking spot fest instead of an actual build.
And they're not doing anything nearly as cool as the 90s when you had, like, Undertaker popping out of a damn coffin and...
True.
It's like rehashes just change the names and it's the same rivalries you've always had with different faces.
Jose brought up 2 good points in the chat. I mean, he would have rather seen Lashley and Lesnar, which would have been my preference too. Something new instead of fucking shoving Roman Reigns down our fucking throats yet again in the main event. And then
you feel like the WWE is wanting to do that. Roman Reigns. That's it. We're going to make you like it.
and then the other thing is Braun Strowman has the fucking Money in the Bank fucking contract.
Until Kevin
So-
Owens beats him.
Unless Kevin Owens beats him, yeah. So yeah, he says the Money in the Bank will come into play somehow. And I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna swerve us and have Kevin Owens beat Braun, and then fucking Kevin Owens pin fucking either Reigns or Lesnar, or are you gonna have fucking Braun, who said as soon as he sees Lesnar he's cashing in? How are you gonna go ahead and deal with those two different storylines? I mean, the thing, throwing fucking Roman Reigns down our throat the same exact way, week after week, pay-per-view after pay-per-view, is really stifling their fucking product.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
that's one of the things that contributed to me stopping watching.
Yeah. Well, see, when I
Not
quit
the
watching,
main
they were doing the
reason,
same
but-
thing with Lesnar.
I mean,
yeah.
It's hard to stay into it when they're just trying to make they keep throwing the same matches over and over again, the same stuff over and over again. Just like, come on, man, do something different. That's why I like the girls. I like watching the ladies wrestle more than I like watching the men.
I like watching Alexa
Hey,
Bliss.
Russ, me too. Me too, Russ.
Hey,
there's the rumored all women's pay-per-view.
Yeah,
it's not rumor, dude. It's called Evolution.
They're doing it. Yep.
Oh, they did announce that they are doing it now.
Yep. It's in October. And I think there's gonna be a lot of cool build up to it too. I'm going to see what
Watch it be the weekend that we're actually at TFCon.
Probably.
Wait.
Dude, room party.
The 2018 IROC meetup, International Rim.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I'm going for you guys. I'm not going for the fucking con.
Right.
I need to catch up on toys. I bought the last new figure I bought was Power Beta, sir.
The last one I got was that XTB Cliff Jumper. I'm waiting for these fire sales to hit, though. I got a couple gaps to fill. And there's some shit going up for sale real cheap here as soon as fans drop.
That's the way to do it.
Another thing is they need to turn Reigns heel. That's the only way that he's gonna work. It's the same thing with Cena. Everybody's seen Cena as this good guy for so long, and they're sick of it.
The only time I ever liked John Cena was when he was a fucking chump, shit talking heel.
Yeah, right in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now they've lost
You don't
that.
see me.
Yeah, they've lost that opportunity with Cena now, and I don't think they should make the same mistake with fucking Reigns.
Oh, they've already made the mistake, and I don't think at this point his character is reparable. I don't think they can backtrack or turn him to save him. He would need to go away for a long time and be repackaged, come back as the silent badass.
And the other thing they need to do is take that fucking body armor off. That brings so much discredibility to him. It's like, come the fuck on. Who the fuck is wrestling in a flak jacket?
Right.
Well, yeah,
that's
but
fucking
hold on,
bullshit.
But hold
You
up.
gotta protect yourself out in these streets, man.
Yeah.
But it makes
unless they do an angle where fucking Lesnar or Paul Heyman shoots him, then get rid of the fucking vest.
No,
Dude,
but it makes it
storyline years in the making, man.
It makes it more believable when he recovers from it, when he doesn't sell something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, don't you think like fucking Heyman should have already been like, that gives that man an advantage over my client, shit like that. They should have used it in a storyline for now and get rid of it.
I'm just saying,
he doesn't have that bad of a body.
When you did that, the look on your face,
dude, wicked tattoo work.
Yeah, Nick, you would make a great wrestling manager, dude. I can say.
I know,
you'd really good.
Dude, I saw. Oh, dude. I know that like probably a few people don't know him, but James Mitchell came back on Impact.
Oh, the Sinister Minister.
The Sinister Minister, baby.
I agree. Jose said that they need to stop that they're pushing. They're pushing Roman really hard as a baby face, and they should be more flexible. And then I like what he said here. He said they should really start putting the rocket behind Braun Strowman. I think they need to. I think they really need that guy needs to be the champion. Put the belt on.
Braun Strowman could be the next Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he could be huge.
They need to repackage Braun because the whole get these hands shit. I mean, it's cute and everything, but that's not gonna be sustainable.
Nah, it's not. I don't know. I think he's incredible. Just watching him in the ring.
I love Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he told Kurt Angle's wife to go fuck herself when she asked for an autograph for her kid. Until he found out that it was Kurt Angle's wife, and then he begged her to please don't get me in shit with Kurt.
That's so funny, dude. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that they'll fix that. They'll start to be more flexible and maybe put the push behind some other guys, man. I'm a big Seth Rollins fan, so I'd like to see Seth Rollins back over the main event picture.
See, the only dude from the Shield I like is Ambrose.
Okay, I like Ambrose too. I like
Ambrose. Ambrose is like Harley Race to me.
No, Ambrose is a stone cold lot.
You don't like him, Josh?
Not at all.
Ah.
Not at all. See, I like Dean Ambrose. I like Dean Ambrose like Russ likes the Silver Surfer.
Jesus oh God, Christ. That's really bad. You want to melt him down? Jesus Christ!
Ambrose like I like stations.
A little extreme, don't you think? Damn. Anyway,
but I think that they've missed so many opportunities to turn Reigns heel. Fucking, after that Undertaker shit, he should have went heel. The whole "this is my yard" bullshit. Stealing that from Taker. He need Reigns because Jose's right. He's not a bad wrestler. It's these scripted promos and the direction that they're trying to fucking put him in. It doesn't fit. I mean, he's not that bad. In ring, he is really not that bad for his size.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
It's just such lost opportunity. And I think that brings us into our next WWE topic about Nakamura. The rumor is Shinsuke is going back to New Japan after this contract that's up really soon. And I don't know if that's going to be good for Shinsuke because of the whole new split with the Bullet Club. I don't know where he would fit into that. But with how mismanaged I believe he's been with WWE with not one world title run,
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the motivation for him to stay. He's gotten so much exposure in WWE. People love his entrance. I mean, he could go back to New Japan and
for what I hear New Japan wants him bad too. They want him back really bad. So he's probably going to
I think it's a win-win situation for him.
Yeah.
Because either he's going to New Japan or he's drummed this shit up and just brought his value up. He is United States champion right now,
right?
Which is a good thing. But
it frustrates me because he had such momentum. Nick, I really wanted to see him beat AJ Styles so bad. I did.
Same here.
I did because I think they could have done a good back and forth with him and AJ Styles. Have him beat AJ. They go at it a couple times. I guess, you could throw the belt back and forth a couple times between them if you wanted to. I think they could have had a good 6 to 8 month feud between them, and they just kind of butchered it by having him basically just job off to AJ Styles every single fucking match he had. It was driving me. I was so pissed off. I was like, come on, man. And so any momentum he had, they just killed it off. It was just done. And then, here's the United States Championship, just to because they want to put a strap on him badly,
and then fucking Randy Orton wiping his fucking face paint, Jeff Hardy's face paint off. So they go from fucking what really could have been a really cool set of matches between Hardy and fucking Nakamura into fucking Hardy Orton, which we've seen before.
Yeah.
And fucking Randy Orton's. I mean, I liked Randy for a long time. It's just they're killing everything. Like Jose in the chat's talking about how Ziggler's been underutilized for years, and that's true. McIntyre, they fucked up, and then they killed Rusev's momentum when he lost to Cena. Not only that, dude, he lost to AJ. I mean, fucking how much trust did they need to put in AJ? AJ can have a good match with people and not have the belt on him. He's one of those wrestlers that doesn't need a strap, to me.
No, I agree. I think you're right. And I
think he works better chasing a strap than he does when he has it.
That's what I said with Nakamura. They blew an opportunity. They could have had him having to go after Nakamura to get his belt back. It would have been great, man. They butchered it though, like always. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And if Nakamura was to leave, if it's true and he does leave, I wouldn't be surprised either, because like you said, he's
Nakamura and Omega again. Nakamura and Marty.
Sure. I mean, he might. I know with New Japan, he tends to get a lot of freedom to do other promotions. So
fucking team up Nakamura and Okada, have them go after fucking Omega and Ibushi.
Sure, there's all kinds of dream matches we can see right now.
And that's the thing. Like, he has that exposure now from WWE.
Right.
He was a huge deal in New Japan, but now he's even bigger.
Yep, I agree.
And I think that brings us to our next topic about what's the most entertaining product to watch right now for wrestling. You got WWE, you got New Japan, you got Impact, you got Ring of Honor. You've got a whole bunch of other little indie promotions. I think CZW is still fucking going. You got WWN Live, Shine, shit like that. Besides me and Russ, is anybody else watching current wrestling?
No,
not me.
Nick, I watch CWA.
Word.
Like I said, the most wrestling I've watched in the past 2 years was the 2 seasons of Glow on Netflix.
I mean, he jerked it the whole
Which
time.
was a great show. No, but it was a great show. But it was a great show about wrestling. The actual current wrestling product today just hasn't tickled my fancy.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing that they don't realize is how they've pushed out, the older age fans, because like my grandfather was a fucking wrestling fan until he died.
Mm-hmm.
You could not tell that man that anything was, quote unquote fake.
Oh yeah. Same with mine.
He was one of those. Josh, you know this. My grandfather was from Christiansburg, Virginia. So he was a big Johnny Valiant, Jimmy Valiant fan. He loved all that shit. Wow. He wasn't a WWE guy. He was an old school NWA guy. So
because around here, that's what we got. We got Mid Atlantic stuff on TBS every Saturday night, 6:05.
Yeah,
that's how I got into it when I was a kid. My grandfather, he would sit on the edge of the couch, and he would be leaning forward, ass on the edge of his seat, and knees, elbows on his knees, and he just sitting there flicking his tongue out of his mouth, just watching.
My
throwing fake punches.
Yep. My grandfather and father both loved Arn Anderson. That was their guy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I see fucking Deluxe in the chat. What's up, big buddy? Love you, bro.
Shit.
Deluxe.
What's up, man?
Deluxe. Coming in on probably the most boring segment we're gonna do.
But Matt's a fellow Southern guy like most of us.
What's up, Rob?
I think Deluxe could get down with some wrestling.
Yeah,
I could see him being a fan.
I hope so.
He's a fan of everything.
Matt too is in a region where probably Mid-South was probably the most popular thing in his area.
Probably either that or fucking Bill Watts back in the day.
Yeah,
USWA and shit like that.
Deluxe said he just got done working out. Good for you, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
See,
But-
yeah, I've heard.
Love some wrestling.
When I think about like the best wrestling product, I think New Japan. When I think about the most entertaining product right now, I think Ring of Honor.
I can get down with that.
I don't know. I'm an NXT fan, man. But
That's my fault for not watching that. I need to get on some NXT shit.
And I don't like counting it as
NXT a
WWE.
couple of years ago was incredible.
Well, the problem is a lot of their awesome roster that they've had has been
Went to
snaked
the
by-
main roster.
right.
Yeah.
And so now they every year they have to like bring like kind of nurture new
Mhm.
stars, every year.
Yeah,
so.
Matt's talking about fucking Jerry Lawler and the Moondogs, like Coco Beware.
Hey, I remember.
Yeah.
Where was the man?
Rock and Roll Express. All right, I like them until they
Yeah.
fought with Kevin Nash.
I used
Kevin
I
Nash
was-
is my favorite. I'll admit it.
Speaking of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton's wife gave me a lap dance on my 23rd birthday.
Nice.
My cousin
Was it
paid
just Ricky and fucking drag?
No, trust me.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Shit, Ricky was so little she could have whipped his ass and thrown him across the room.
Mm.
He's a little guy.
Yeah,
I was a Midnight Express fan more than I was the Rock and Roll Express. I love Jim
Oh.
Cornette,
Jim Cornette
Swazzy,
was the fucking
yeah.
man.
beautiful Bobby Eaton, and Sweet Stanley. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like I grew up
Jim
in
Cornette.
Massachusetts, so I didn't appreciate the NWA shit until I got older.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
So my shit was like Demolition, Powers of Pain.
Well, yeah, because that was all WWF
Yeah.
territory up there. I mean,
Yeah.
they pretty much had
fucking
that.
Randy, Macho Man, Randy Savage,
Oh
baby.
yeah. Ultimate. See, I grew up with Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage,
Yeah.
Hogan, Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
Well,
Man.
Well,
I actually
gonna say, you're an
cried.
AWA
I
country,
cried
but-
when Andre beat Hogan at the fucking
Yeah.
Saturday night main event. I was streaming tears, and my grandmother was yelling at me, why are you crying over this fake shit?" Man. She knew how to
hated
get
Hulk
me
Hogan.
too, because I was a bigger Powers of Pain fan with the Barbarian and the Warlord than I was for Demolition, and they had that fucking I think it was a pay-per-view where Demolition just tore the Powers of Pain apart, and Fuji did the double flip. So like Demolition went face, Powers of Pain went heel, Fuji went heel and like blinded the Demolition and shit. And I was crying at that one too, because I was a huge Powers of Pain fan, man. The Warlord was fucking buff as fuck.
Yeah, Warlord was badass, dude. He was crazy.
Dude, fucking steroids are a hell of a fucking drug.
Yeah.
he is.
And I was
he
like,
is-
what? So I was like, why did the Powers of Pain lose? She said, Demolition is just better.
Tell you what, though,
You had to fuck kill my dreams, man.
I used to love that shit back in the day. The whole talk about it being fake. It's like I know the storylines, and I think I've always known the storylines and shit were fake. But if you ever go to a real match, them shits throwing each other down onto that mat, that ain't fake. I mean, they may have
That's the thing.
choreographic. They may be choreographed, but that shit hurts. It has to.
Yeah, it hurts. Have you ever actually been in a ring?
Not that style
Just
wrestling, I'm
once.
the MMA stuff.
I got to run the ropes
Okay.
once, and I fucking bruised the shit out of
that
my
hurts.
Yeah,
Those
that shit.
ropes
Yeah,
are
dude,
still
I
fucking
didn't-
cables.
I had no fucking idea. Skinny Toy says he loved the Ultimate Warrior promos.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
You got
that
translations
one
of-
for that one for WrestleMania when he was telling Hulk Hogan that like the fucking
Getting on the
pilots
star
committed
ship.
suicide and they're coming down.
Oh yeah, cream of the crop from Macho Man.
yeah.
Someone just brought up. Deluxe just brought that up. That was funny as hell.
Cup of coffee in the big
A lot of people are talking
Yeah.
Four Horsemen.
It's the cream of the crop.
Well, I think the Four Horsemen. in my opinion,
I think that the best promo of all time is Dusty Rhodes' Hard Time promo.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
promo. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Ric
You know-
Flair
you know-
says, put my family through hard times.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know,
Dusty was great.
I've
man.
done.
They put in hard times.
I've dined with kings and queens, and I've also eaten pork and beans.
I'll tell you,
I lived and dined with
Rose-
kings and queens and
Yeah.
lived in alleys just living on pork and beans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking,
Those
and
are-
then fucking McMahon, fucking, put him in the polka dots, and he made that fucking shit work.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
I used to love the promos for
They
Undertaker.
putting hard times on my stump over here.
Stumpy Road,
Oh God!
if you will.
That's
If I wheel everywhere because I can't walk
Remember all
because they put
the
hard times on me.
What were you saying,
you're
Rob?
killing me, dude. Remember the Undertaker promos with Paul Bearer?
Oh
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
them shits were awesome. too.
Percy Pringle was one of the best mic guys ever, man.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
history of the business. That guy can get on the mic and just, it was amazing what he could do. He would just spit shit out, and you're like, God damn. Oh. Yeah, his Paul, his shit he did as Paul Bearer was pretty good. I was impressed.
Yeah.
But I was to say his best wrestling stable ever assembled. I say the Four Horsemen.
Absolutely.
Close second
The
would be
Heenan
DX,
family.
but the what?
Heenan family.
Yeah, pretty good.
Fucking Andre Haku.
Yeah, that's true.
Bam
That's true. You're right.
Bam.
I mean, if you think about it, at one point, Bobby the Brain Heenan had like almost every
heel.
big star, and almost every big heel. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, damn, dude. Yeah, that's a good point. But DX was pretty good, but
Oh, I love DX.
they were
I
better
was
for
more
the
an NWO
antics,
guy because they had Nash, and
Yeah.
I love Nash. I like everybody like dogs on Nash because he was out for the money, and he fucking admits it, and that's why these motherfuckers have their guaranteed fucking contracts now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
NWO had Hogan and fucking Flair too. So
They didn't have Flair.
I thought they had Ric Flair for a while too, didn't
No,
they?
they had Savage.
It was
Well,
Macho Man.
in the last legs, they tried that NWO 2000 shit with Bret Hart, and I think Rick
Bret Hart,
Oh,
fucking
yes.
Nash and Jarrett, I think it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, as soon as they fucking added Brutus Beefcake as the disciple, I mean, you fucking knew. And Dusty. Jose is right. Dusty was in the fucking NWO for a bit too.
Yeah, he was in the red and black.
Goddamn, who wasn't in the NWO? Jesus Christ! At one point, like every wrestler ever did.
Orderly!
And then
fucking
Eddie
Conan.
and the other guys, they formed the LWO,
That's
Yeah.
right.
had
The
the Latino
Latino
World Order.
Psychosis and all that, yeah. La Parca, I think, was in it too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Master
He was,
of the chair shot.
Then
Dude,
you had
I like the fucking Dungeon.
La Parca was-
I don't care what anybody says. The fucking Dungeon of Doom with fucking Kevin Sullivan. That was shit.
awesome, dude. Hell
Fucking-
yeah, man.
That was the only time Big Show has ever been threatening to me. And they fucked up with the Yeti, of course, but fuck,
Yeah, I know.
that was a good fucking stable.
It was. It's amazing.
Fucking
Fun
John
stuff, man.
John Tenta is the shark
Yeah.
because he couldn't be. They had him as Avalanche at first because they couldn't use Earthquake. He went to be in the fucking
That's
shark.
right. I forgot about that. They could. That's good.
And for a long
Dumb
time,
shit, dude.
the fucking biggest rated segment on Nitro was fucking the Giant versus Loch Ness.
Yeah.
That was their biggest fucking rating for a long time. And that happened after the NWO shit.
Jesus.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah. They started doing some wild shit, man. For a while there.
Now, how long do you guys want to go? Because we're at 10:20 right now, and we can open it up to an unbroadcasted. Yes, everybody remembers the Shockmaster, Jose. Fucking Typhoon.
That shit was so funny.
I can't. Whenever I think of the Shockmaster, you know what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, baby, that should have been his finishing move. Fucking Mankind had the fucking mandible claw. Why couldn't he have the shocker?
Just stick his finger up your ass.
I get you.
We need to do a segment soon of Haku stories.
Haku. Oh God,
dude, where he blinded Billy Jack Haynes, he bit the other guy's nose off. I don't think a lot of people fucking respect the legend of Haku. And that motherfucker's still going in New Japan, man. They just broke the Bullet Club up.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, Deluxe brought up Razor Ramon, man. Y'all remember that, dude? Razor Ramon was the shit.
Yeah, Scott Hall was amazing.
Hey, talking Iron Sheik.
Yep.
Iron Sheik kept himself relevant through the Howard
Dude,
Stern
just
show.
go look at his Twitter feed on any given day.
Oh my God! Hey, I'll fuck you in the ass and make you humble.
That's pretty much his tagline on Twitter.
Oh my God! I gotta find his Twitter now.
What are you talking about, Bubba?
That's great, dude. Oh my God, that's some funny shit.
Master Skinny Toys is talking about Rick Rude. Rick Rude was one of my favorites. You know, like he was. It was really cool to see how Rick Rude was fucking. You know, kind of like almost comedy in WWE. He was, you know, really silly. But like when he left and went back to the WCW, like how serious he was with like that fucking run he had with fucking Sting and shit. That was good shit. I think I'm glad he's in the Hall of Fame. Rick Rude was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was insane to me. I'll never forget the night he was on WWE.
Yeah, because they pre-taped.
Right, as when he was with DX, remember he was one of the original. He was actually one of the original members of DX. NWO. And next thing I know, fucker shows up on WCW. I was like, how the fuck do you do that? Because my dumb ass didn't know they pre-taped.
He found fucking Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake's another one. I mean, he was always serious in the fucking WWE. But like, if you look at his fucking WCW shit with like the the fucking glove.
Yeah,
coal miner's glove.
Coal miner's glove. That shit. That was fucking dangerous,
dude. You know,
then when he had
I live within 5 minutes of 2 coal mines. I've seen those gloves that they use in those matches. Those gloves ain't gonna fucking make a bit of difference.
Yeah, I know. My fucking grandfather had black lung from that shit, and he was like, and that kind of stretches credibility.
Credibility,
if you will. But yeah, Jake the Snake, fucking awesome. No matter heel, fucking face, Jake the Snake fucking did it.
His DDT was
Tim Visions is putting hard times on your vocabulary.
That's just right. The way you see how it is. The vodka can affect your mind. Yeah, why don't you take it away from me here? Oh shit! Do you guys want to hit comics, or do you guys want to go ahead and hit pop off now, or did you guys want to go ahead and talk some Takara?
We're gonna,
because we're at 2.5 hours.
Why don't we hold the comics
an hour and a half right now?
An hour and a half.
Why don't we hold the comics for next week and go into the Takara stuff we were going to talk about? Because then we get to hear another Russ rant.
Okay.
I like to rack Takara in the fucking nuts.
Me too, man. Me too.
All, why are we? Have you guys seen the what they've put out so far for the new Prime? I mean, what do you guys agree?
Why the hell would I pay $300 for that when, dude, it doesn't look any better than
Thank you, Jose.
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Here's the thing. They've not announced a price for it yet. That's just speculation.
Yeah, but look at what they did. I mean, Dinobot was $200 if you got them through Amazon Japan. and that's essentially I get it.
175-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had it pre-ordered for a while till all the house stuff happened. It was 189 and some change shipped was what it would have been.
So that's close to 2.
Yeah, it's a $200 figure, and it's a great figure. Don't get me wrong. I understand the lack of repaint potential, shit like that.
But
no,
is it $250 US retail great?
You know what? I can't tell you.
I don't know.
I haven't put my hands on it yet, but I know all the MP Beast Wars stuff has been badass.
Yeah,
but now there's look at what they're doing with the release of the Megatron and the Shockwave and all. I mean, Shockwave in the proper purple now is going to be what, 220?
Yeah.
You know, Megatron's pushing
that much for that Shockwave.
And all it is a repaint. Insane. Same with Megatron.
Didn't the original cost like 95 or something like that?
120, I think, is what it was.
Oh, 120?
They're raising prices on everything.
But they're raising them astronomically. They're hitting fans or Hot Toys level for these figures. And
dude, and Josh, I hear you about like they haven't announced surprise, but I feel like for Prime, they can always get their money because it's like you always got new people coming in, and that's like what I forget about all the time. It's like there's people just getting into the shit, and they're like, I need a Prime.
That's true.
And
that's
they're
true.
Pay for it, you know.
That's the thing. I don't have a Prime, but
you're
going to get one, I want to wait on the 3.0.
Right.
I hope it's not going to be 250 plus. I don't expect it to be over 250. I figure it'll probably be right around 250.
If that thing comes with a trailer,
I'll say with a trailer, maybe we'll see that'll.
I'll want to pre-order it on Amazon Japan though, because you know you like look at the new MP43 Beast Wars Megatron, $330 US retail. But a lot of the guys that have pre-ordered it have got it locked in for $226 right now on Amazon Japan. That's pre-ordered.
That's good. That's good. If
it's $100 difference. So.
Yeah. If you can jump on that shit early and you get it, that's why I paid $70 for my Sunstreaker shipped.
Right.
Exactly.
Damn.
But you got to do it on the pre-order, or else you're going to get stuck paying the U.S. retail price. So.
Here's the other problem with this Prime, though, too. One, we've got an MP10 that's already badass. Two, look at these. There's 2 third-party companies that are making it. Making a Prime.
That Magic Square one?
Yeah.
That Magic Square one looks nice.
It's like
that looks better than the 3.0.
It cleans up so well.
My
I don't
question,
know anything else about it, but
my question to Josh would be like, are you like, do you like the aesthetics of the 3.0 over the MP10? Because basically, once the 3.0 drops, everybody's going to be dropping an MP10.
Well, a lot of people are. I mean, I'm not.
A lot of people will.
Here's the thing, though.
That might be when I pick up a regular MP10.
Yeah. Hey, are you still rocking the Bling Prime too?
Dirt cheap.
No, I've got the Shattered Glass. That's the one I like because I can't stand really regular Optimus Prime. He bores me. That's got to be something. I like Prime Evil, dude. I like him as a bad guy. So.
I got that Shattered Glass one too. That thing is badass. I love that deco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really curious for Josh because he doesn't have a Prime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is like an interesting case.
What's going to is the aesthetic of the MP 3.0 better than what you've seen with the MP10, and with the price of what the 3.0 is going to start with? Is it worth the aesthetic if you prefer it over what you're going to be able to get MP10 for?
For me, you know, and the price is, of course, at this point, purely speculation. But for me, I prefer the aesthetic of the new one. I like the proportions better.
Okay.
But I also want to wait and see what the Magic Square one is going to be like. And what was the other one?
I don't know what the other one is. But dude, I had a feeling that
there were
that
2
Magic
others.
Square one is going to end up being cheap.
Yeah, but I really like the aesthetic, you know, and it's going to pair well with it'll pair well with my MP36. It won't look out of place.
Like a lot of people buying the MP36, you know, they're going to want that new 3.0.
Yeah,
exactly.
It fits right with it.
And I am also a guy who would prefer to have something brand new out of the box versus something pre-owned that, while somebody's like, oh, it's only been transformed once and stood on the shelf.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I can
see
choose
that
to believe you or I can choose to disbelieve you, but
It's like,
I would rather have something pristine out of the box. And I know other than QC testing, it's not been handled. So I would rather
Master Skinny
have something
Toys got his
brand
first
new.
Prime today, the MP10 from True.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I got mine from Brink. Brink got me a deal.
I almost got
That-
one
that true- that
last
true-
year right
that true
before
MP10,
Thanksgiving.
I mean, that's my shit.
Yeah.
I
I
really
almost
like it.
got one. And
No,
they
the new
said it
one,
was sold out.
the new
And
one, I
again,
think looks good.
Yeah.
Prime chats talking about, how the fucking MP10 from True, that fucking that display is fucking dope. Like you almost don't want to open it.
Oh, that's true. Because
Well,
because of the
almost.
packaging.
That thing looks great in box.
Yeah,
I had
it
that
looks
same-
great in the box, and I've got it displayed.
Displays
Man. I
well.
love that. I love MP10.
Yeah, I had that same issue with the Shattered Glass Prime too. It looked so damn good in the box when it came. I almost didn't want to open it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew. Me, same here. It looked great, man. I was like, shit, do I want to do this? And then I said, fuck yeah, I got to go for that. But I do think that, like, I don't know. I don't have like a regular MP Prime. And, I've got my shutter glass one. So I guess I could wait for this new one to come out and grab it and make it my Masterpiece Prime, But I don't know, man. MP10 is such a nice figure. It really is, and it's just a good mold. And it's strange to me, but I mean, I guess we're always getting there. They got to do something, man. They can't keep doing the MP10 mold. So they got to do something. Man.
They need to do new characters, is what they need to do.
I agree.
We're
That's
finally
what I
getting-
felt.
We're finally getting one with Hound.
Yeah, I kind of felt like they're wasting. Are they wasting like time doing this kind of shit when we could be getting
I think
get some more new characters?
I don't think to
Right.
them they're wasting time because I think like Rob, I think they're getting their money.
Well, you're
If
right.
They're gonna
They are.
invest in Prime. They're getting their money.
Yeah. Maybe
So
you're right
to
about
them
that.
It's working, and I
It's
think maybe
almost-
they do. I
Sam,
think
you're
they
right.
they get this Prime out. Yeah, and then like the money from that, maybe they can get to a few of them. But like we see Hound like out of nowhere.
That's
Yeah.
true. That was out of
we
nowhere.
didn't see a great prototype. We didn't see a hint. We didn't see nothing. We just it was there.
That
Painted
thing's
up.
gonna be out like tomorrow at this rate. That thing came out.
That's the thing.
I don't think we're going to see it before the end of the year. I really don't.
You don't think so?
I think that was, a hand painted. The paint didn't look, it didn't look too smooth. I don't think it's ready for production yet. I think that was a painted test shot, but they'll still be making changes to it, tweaks here and there. But I still say it's a good 6 months from release.
Dude, you think they're gonna like here's the thing, because so with Prime, like people are, I mean, I was one of them. I'm like, what do you think about them shoulders, But then with this Hound, with the way like the neck, I guess the head connects to the backpack with that like long ass neck piece, like, so is that stuff that like it's really gonna be problems, or are people just like griping about it, maybe because they don't want to upgrade or because
No, you see,
I think it's
whatever
more of
reason.
an upgrade than it is an aesthetic choice, because if you pose that thing and look at it, you can't see that bar that the neck's attached to.
Yeah, and then like
it's not that noticeable.
Like that, like later on that night, I guess they had some picture of like the shoulders were pushed in and like you couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
But to me, like they're giving you the option to like you can pull them out and pose them however you want, which I think is a good thing.
MP01 is the same way. MP10, does it not have the same type of shoulders? You can have them collapsed in or have them pulled out and extended a little.
And then
Depending on how you pose anything, it can look like ass.
It does the same thing on MP10.
Okay. Okay.
And then like on
so
top
it was
of
just that one trailer or one picture.
Yeah, like someone did a digi bash of that of the
But the thing,
3.0, and like it looked fucking great,
phenomenal.
like straight out the cartoon. So it's
I'm
like
just not a fan of all the panels, man. Like,
Yeah, the other,
it does look great.
I think once they put that paint on it, I don't think that's going to be.
Here's the thing, yeah, with the paint on it, you're not going to see a lot of the panels that stand out on a gray primered figure.
Well, I don't know
And
about that.
for
I think
me-
you'll still see the panels.
well, the other thing
I
too
think
is
you
know-
are going to see the panels, and another
Absolutely.
thing is if they use the same, it is panel just like MP36, and if they use that same fucking paint, I think you're going to have a fucking problem.
that
Well,
they're correcting tolerances and stuff too right now, though. I mean,
Mhm.
so once they
Yeah.
get the tolerances and the paint on there, it may actually be a lot better.
It's too early to
But
judge.
that's what
right
everybody said
now.
about. That's what everybody said about MP36 too. Is that they were going to fix the tolerances and everything, but I mean, it fucking rubs, especially at the panel lines.
They did fix them. They called infinite transformation and THF.
Yeah, yeah,
Somebody fix it.
exactly.
I don't know. I just didn't think we needed a new Prime, but you know what? Sam's
didn't.
right. It's a fucking straight cash grab, dude. That's what it is, dude. They're like, we know we're
people
gonna
are
sell the
getting
fuck
in
out of this
today.
thing, you know.
People are
Yeah.
just getting in today, and they want a Prime.
But
The problem-
people,
Are they going
I
to want to
want
spend the
Prime.
money though? And that's the thing with all these MPs going up so high in price. Are they just going
That's
to
a good
jump ship to the
question.
Magic Square and shit? Because you know that Magic Square is coming out. That thing's going to be like
And
150,
dude, Rob, if I
175.
was like a day one dude and I'm looking for a Prime, and I'm gonna be savvy, I'm gonna go on eBay and I'm gonna see an MP10 for like 120. Like once the 3.0 comes out, I'm like, I'm just gonna get that. That'll do. Looks good enough. So
Dude, I've been rocking this gold Prime that Year of the War. I paid $80 for that thing, sealed, brand new, from a guy on TFW's forum.
good mold. Good
Shipped.
mold.
It's great.
I mean,
that's exactly what's going to happen with MP10 too.
Yeah.
You're going to see them for $100 shipped, $120 shipped.
well, probably. I mean, but it's.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what this thing retails for. That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
I'm dying to see if people are gonna have to go overseas for it. They're gonna be kirking out trying to get that shit.
What was the overseas price for MP36?
190, wasn't it?
165.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
Was it?
What?
160.
No, I thought it was like I thought it was like 175 or something like that.
All right, we'll say
Yeah,
170.
somewhere
we'll say-
around
we'll say
165 to 175.
Yeah.
I think
I
Brink
think-
said he
I
got
think-
his for like 165 or something like
All
that.
right, even 165. You're gonna have to add at least $30 on for the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
No matter how much
At
engineering
least-
goes into it, because there's not going to be much.
Yeah.
Like it's going to fold out.
Oh, there's a lot of panels on that trailer, man. It looks like it's going to do some shit.
Dude, I know. That's what I was wondering about Rob. I'm like, what are you going to fucking do with this thing, man?
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other night, and I mentioned to Brink. I said, "You think that those panels on the front that aren't on the present MP10 trailer are going to be able to take that repair robot and extend? You remember how on the G1 toy you could bring it out of that hole in the trailer and have it outside exposed on the trailer? You think they're going to replicate that possibly?
You can do that on MP10.
Oh, can you? I don't know. I don't have an MP10.
But Brink said that MP36 was.
Oh,
170
you're gonna make me
from
pull
overseas.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. 'cause-
So you're looking at 200 for a Prime. When
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I mean, $200, but it wasn't the original MP10 when it came out for like over $200 too.
Oh yeah.
Depends
Yeah,
on.
wasn't it like-
If you got the Takara version,
Takara,
apparently it was like
yeah,
$280.
Takara was more expensive. of
But then,
course.
like,
I
if
mean-
you,
That what you're
I
talking
see
about,
what you're
Josh?
That is.
Yeah.
But you could
Yeah,
also
you
take
could
it
do
out
that.
of the front. I don't know.
Oh, you can't do it on the front on this one.
Yeah, I know.
Eh,
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't
just
give a shit about that. I've got mine displayed as like the repair bay.
that's what I got. That's how I have mine too.
The repair bay, and I got
I ran out of
roller,
room.
kitty cornered.
Yeah,
but then,
I don't know.
so Josh, like coming in, like without a Prime, like to you, like you know your shit, you're in the hobby. Like, is it going to be worth it to pay more to get what's probably going to be the best Prime? Because like Takara, I mean, they're on their shit. I feel like you, for the most part, get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been let down by one of their products.
You've never been let down by a Takara product?
Well,
You've
I
never
don't have
owned-
all of them either.
You've never owned Shockwave.
You've never
No, I don't have a Shockwave yet. I've also only been in the game for about a year and a half. So
So yeah, you've never owned one of their Seekers either. Then.
That to
Or-
me,
I've got
an interesting-
I've got the Walmart and Starscream and Thundercrack or Starscream and Skywarp. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Not bad.
These Make Toy Seekers hit at the right time for me.
Oh, those
Yeah,
Big Toys ones are
I'm gonna get
beautiful.
their
Oh,
Skyward.
God. Like
Yeah.
They're
it's so petty, but on the fucking Make Toy Seekers, I could not get past that fucking wrist gap.
You know, if you pose it in the right way, you don't see the wrist gap.
I know, but it's there and it bothers me.
It's a little unsightly. I agree with you. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I still like.
Hey, beautiful. They got a fucking waist swivel, but that waist swivel fucking
They got an
breaks
ab
the
crunch,
sculpt
too.
way too much. For me. Yeah,
dude, for me, it's an ab crunch. That's what makes them. If I was gonna get them, but I don't.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, I was messing around with.
Shout out to Yes Model and BB7.
There you go.
And they're all about to be going on sale for about $8.
Yeah,
Dude, I've been seeing them like $70 a piece, $60.
I don't know. I
oh,
still
they're
need
coming down
cone
already,
heads.
huh?
Mhm.
I still need cone heads, man. If and Yes Model or Big Toys has already announced they're doing the cone heads, so
I've been
Dude,
getting in these raffles to win
if
them.
you don't care,
Like-
if you don't care about scale, I mean, you know me, fuck Toy World, but those Toy
dude,
World,
those Toy World ones were
Dude, they're fucking dope, man. So like, I don't even collect MP stuff, period. But like, those cone heads look so dope. Like those
Oh,
12
yeah.
ones. Like I saw them. Weren't they on sale for like the 3 of them for
like $200 or $230 or something like that for all three.
Like this Black Friday. If they're cheap like that, I think I'm gonna get them. It's like they just look cool. And
Yeah,
like
it was
if
like
I'm
one-
done with them, I'll let my
what's it,
son
like
have them.
120 for all three of them or some shit.
If they're
No, it was like-
120 for all 3, I'll buy them right now. Like,
Oh yeah,
Or
He's like,
was it
they
like
look cool to me.
It
They
was
look cool to
something
me, like-
like that. It was like what was it? Like 180 for all three?
it's like
Yeah, it
220. I
was-
think.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
220
something
for all
it was
three?
something
Yeah.
silly.
I mean, that's not
Something
even
silly.
$100 a bot.
No, and they were
Yeah.
like 120 each when they were released. Handy had them last year at GaryCon. My God, they were good.
Did you like mess around with any of them?
Yeah, he had a couple of them. I was screwing around with Ramjet and Thrust,
Yeah,
and they're
if I can find
solid.
them,
They are
get them
rock
for my
solid.
kid, man.
And
Like
yeah,
they just look cool.
but like one of the fucking advantages if you go the Yes Model route is they got Hotlink and BitLink and they're doing Nova Storm.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
shit
point.
like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want the Rainmakers, they got them.
See, I don't
Dude,
mind the
Nick-
cone heads being a little bigger either, though.
Yeah,
because
that's
they're not
true, too.
that
Like,
much bigger. They're only about a half-inch taller, if that.
Like for me, I feel it just differentiates them a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like if like one of the regular Seekers was like in half an inch taller, it looks silly. But if you had all the cone heads that were a little bit bigger, like if you were into all 3 of them,
well, that's the thing. The aircraft they're based on are bigger than the F-15s that the original Seekers
Yeah.
are based on too.
Yeah.
So it
And
works.
it's like for me, like I just think they look cool, like them
They
toy
are.
ones. So
The aesthetic-
Well,
the aesthetic of it is different. And
Yeah.
it's, I mean, fuck. You saw Ramjet was the first fucking figure that Takara offered a line wide return on.
Yep.
So, I mean, their
it
molds
says something.
are fucking deteriorating that fucking bad.
You know what? It's because they need to do some new shit. And here's the thing. Which brings me why I'm pissed off at Takara here in the first place. We're getting another fucking
Here we
Prime.
go. Here
Yeah,
we go, everybody.
How many other fucking characters we need? But what are they gonna do? Put out another fucking Prime. What now? I mean, what are they gonna redo another fucking Megatron?
Yeah,
but
but
it's 30 for-
Oh, no, they'll do another-
Ah.
They're going to do another Soundwave.
We've
Mm-hmm.
still got fucking season 1 bots to get done, man. We've got season 2. What the hell are they doing?
That's the
they've
problem
got
with Takara. That's the problem with Takara, though, is they need to get the licenses for a bunch of those season.
What
1
about
bots
all
that
the
they
movie
need.
bots that they don't need the licenses for? I mean,
Yeah,
we
Good
got
point.
Magnus. Why
Good
can't
point.
they do they're relaunching MP09. Okay, give us a new mold of MP now. That Rodimus mold was garbage.
Oh, but Rob,
Dude,
wait,
both of them.
wait.
Both of them.
They've got to do another Beast Wars figure. Go fuck yourself, Dakar.
I'm all right.
Hey, the Beast
There
Wars
is
fans,
a
they
whole
need some love
shitload of
too.
thumbs downs from the Beastie Boys, man. Come on.
Well, hey, the Beastie Boys need their love too.
Yeah,
You know, I'm glad that they're getting their stuff.
Whatever.
I really dig the Beast Wars ones. I'm cool with that. But
Okay,
I mean,
do
they're
that later.
filling a slot. They're filling a slot with a Prime that could be filled with a Galvatron, a Cyclonus, a Scourge, a Rodimus, a
And-
good
and-
Rodimus.
Yeah, and Rob, like you're right because like, I
cop.
feel like Galvatron, like people who are new into this and like don't like there's people who are new into this don't know anything about third party. So like
Yeah.
if Takara came out with a Galvatron, like they would make their money on that.
Oh yeah, and then it's
But,
the movie.
like-
That is the most iconic thing in the Transformers lore.
Yeah,
is
and
that
then
G1
you
movie.
know-
And,
be
like
funny.
once you get that out, you sell Cyclonus, you're gonna make your money. You
Yeah,
do,
buddy.
Scourge, you're gonna make your money.
Or give us a fucking blaster. They gave us Soundwave.
Yeah.
Give us Blaster.
And like use the same
Like,
mold.
Especially if they've made Autobot cassettes for, exclusives here lately.
Yeah.
You know?
Or a goddamn
Why not?
Perceptor. The only Perceptor we have is Tesla, and it sucks. And he is an iconic character. Nobody else has touched him.
See, my thing is a lot of people have complaints about Coot. I really like that figure. Because
I like it as a figure.
Yeah,
that's
it's a great action figure. Don't transform
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I just throw hey, I never transform it if it comes in robot mode. That's my deal. There's no need to.
I always,
Because that's how it's going up on my shelf. But like with the transformation problems and shit like that with Coot, I mean, they don't need a license to do a cup.
No,
And
no.
that could be a huge strike back towards like fans toys.
After the murder scene in the G1 movie, you don't need a license to do any of them.
Exactly. The Wind Charger, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Man,
I
I
mean-
wonder what that is. Like, I feel like with the Beast Wars, they're getting their money because they're charging out the ass. Because I mean, there's limited repaint potential, and it's like the digital paint that they use. Like, I feel like it's expensive.
It is.
You know,
And the other
and-
side, with Beast Wars has a huge following in Asia, especially Japan. It's specific.
Mhm.
That's
I mean, I
probably
grew up
why.
on Beast. Like, that was my intro to
what?
Transformers. So
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. All the fucking Asian people over there love fucking Beast Wars.
Jesus
Oh, yeah,
Christ.
damn
Oh,
it.
no.
No,
fucking
Russ, you say that. You say that, but the
I just
entire-
want to say now that Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater does not. If you have a problem with anything that he says, please hit him up on Facebook. That is
Hold
not
on
the
a minute.
views of the
Russ-
Now,
panel.
see-
I'm not hating on Asians. It's great that you love Beast Wars.
MPSP.org.
But you're fucking us out of our fucking season
No,
one shit.
And
Come
see, I
on.
Beast Wars is a big part of the reason I got back into Transformers because my son fell in love with Beast Wars. He is a Beast Wars fanatic, and he brought me back to it. And that brought back my love for G1. So, I mean, I got mad love for the Beast, too. Especially when I went back and watched the shows with him, and I wasn't,
Mhm.
19, 18 years old and going, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And I actually watched the story. It's a great series.
And,
So I
like,
can
you guys-
understand the
you
Beast
guys
Wars.
just wait till they do like a Beast Wars 2 character, like a Beast Wars Neo. Like, but then they have like that
Oh,
owl.
Well, third parties
that
already.
penguin.
The
You
Transmetal.
So like they're doing that that Dragon Megatron. Perfect Effects doing that.
Perfect Effect.
Mm.
Fans Hobby did one, and there's
And Zhang Zing.
Jag Zing.
Zhang
I might-
Zing.
That
That
one
Zhang
looks
Zing
that's,
looks
that's the one that the
amazing.
Beast Wars fans are really happy
I might
about
get
because
that,
it's more screen accurate.
I might
yeah.
get the Perfect Effect one.
I know. I was
'Cause that-
all on that.
I'm in on the Perfect
Perfect
Effect one
Effect.
too.
I think it's
And
awesome.
I need to pick me up one of those Generation Toys Gorilla ones.
Dude, it's a robot dragon.
Dude,
Come on,
man,
you can't go
I
wrong
was
with
looking
that.
at
Dude, find
I
a
was
piece of the Beast Guerrero. That guy's going for two.
that's what I
all
want,
day.
man. That thing's ridiculous. But like I was looking at that DX9, like Rodimus, it like turns into a fucking lion.
Dude, that
I'm like,
thing's dope.
why- Exactly, I'm like, I was looking, it's like Antoine Cherry on Third Party Unlimited, and I'm like, I need this
You know
thing.
what?
Like I bought like 5 Transformers in the past year, but I need this thing. Like it looks so cool.
Yeah. Well, the Generation Toy did that. They're based on a art book. It was a
Yep.
Dojinshi art book. Generation Toy did that Primal. That thing is
Is that
sick
what
as
that-
hell.
Is that what that's
That's
based
what I
off
want.
of?
I went in on that whole line. I love that side swap bull. And if they make all of them, I mean, there are some incredible modes.
Hey,
And
so,
it's
so
new.
Josh,
It's
is that
all new.
is that Primal and that Rodimus? Are they all based on the same?
Yeah, the same Dojinshi
They're
art
all
book.
based on the same art book. Yeah.
Man, I might be in on that too because like that shit just fucking speaks to me or whatever. Like it just looks cool.
Like Jazz is a stallion in it because of the Porsche
Yeah.
logo, and Sideswap being the bull for the logo of Lamborghini, and
Yeah.
let's see, Soundwave is like an owl.
Yep.
He looked amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, see, like that's the thing. I like the compromise between like instead of the, how I don't know how to say it, but like how Takar's masterpieces look, like that, almost like it is a beast. I like the compromise between the more robotic beast mode looking shit.
Yeah.
Me too.
These
It's a lot like the Predacons.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like the G1 Predacons talking about.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, or the
Dinobots.
Dinobots,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah. It's like it's obviously still a robot. But
Yeah, it's still Cybertronian.
I wish they do it. Honestly, dude, I would love to see him do a storyline based on that.
dude, me too. I'm like, it's like for me, like you give me the fiction, and if I'm into the fiction, I'm in on the line.
Like that's a thing that Unrustable Bastards is doing.
Yep.
They're doing fiction for those figures. So like if DXI wanted to come out and actually do fiction for those designs, I'd be all over it. I want new content.
What do you think about like do you want it to like say like the only way you can get the fiction is by buying the figure, or do you think they should like make it available and then? I mean, I think it's because like a lot. I mean, pretty much every third party release comes with its own fiction. If we're gonna look at it that way,
yeah. But I think that if you do it that way, the only thing you're gonna get is like mini comics. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see them.
Teaser.
Give
me a teaser.
Yeah,
get me hooked. And
I'd love to take IDW's take on that whole. Let IDW dig into it and make a full fiction based on those characters.
Yeah.
Well, who knows what IDW is gonna be doing soon?
Right.
I mean,
I guess that brings us to our next topic, huh?
Yeah. You guys want to go into it?
Oh yeah.
You guys want to go into comics a little bit?
So when you said books, I don't know if you meant comic books or just books that we were reading. So,
dude, I don't care if it's a novel. I can read. My comprehension is okay.
Hi, my name is Brammer, and I can read.
Of course it is. You used $5 words earlier. He's all right.
I say this dude can read.
That's your new tagline, Brammer. I can read.
I can read.
Well, I'm currently reading Sins of the Records.
Brammer, you muted your mic, man.
He's trying to read something live. He wanted to.
I saw his lips flapping, but there was no sound coming out.
Yeah. See, like what I was saying is, I wouldn't mind novels, but to me, Transformers is such a visual thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to see it in graphic novel or a single issue form. But that's just me.
Yeah, I've read Transformers novels before, and it's cool and all, but it's more enjoyable to read them in comic form.
Oh, hands down.
And
awesome.
I prefer. I love reading a good novel. It's just Transformers and novels. It's hard to marry those two together.
Yeah,
like that. It could also be the style of the writer.
Imagine trying to describe Cup's alt mode in a novel.
Futuristic El Camino.
Yeah, I was gonna say
not hard.
Cup transforms into a retarded truck. Okay.
We
I'm
here at
sorry.
Masterpiece Shitpiece
No,
Theater
no.
do not reflect the comments about the intellect of trucks.
I've come to the
Please
conclusion.
send out an email to Russ us at
I know what Cubs alt mode
mpsp.org.
is.
I apologize. I didn't mean to insult anyone. I'm just referring to his
Russ, I'm
terrible,
retarded, damn it.
terrible alt mode. I'm
No.
sorry.
I know what Cubs alt mode is. Cubs alt mode is a cuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The
Oh,
views
God.
of
Here we
Rob
go.
Milton do not.
Please send your hate mail to rwmilton at mpsp.org.
Nice.
Send all hate mail to Rob Milton at cucks.org.
It wasn't me this time. Yay!
Sucksmycuck.org.
That's cucksfancy.com. Thank you.
Cuck fancy. Okay. But that brings up a good point about something that we had on our list is IDW and where they're going after the whole Unicron thing.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
not been a hint.
Beast Wars. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah.
I had a cough there for a minute.
Yes.
And I wonder how the Beast Wars fans feel about how IDW's handling the Beast right now. Basically making them thralls of Unicron. Yeah. See, so that's something that they're doing, and with the MP releases of the Beast Wars, and that's gonna generate new interest in Beast Wars, and now they're basically making them Unicron's bitches.
That's where they belong to me. Anyway.
That's where they belong. Okay.
Under Unicron's fucking hand.
I mean, do you think the war is gonna come back?
I think they
I
should.
think it's inevitable.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it back around.
I
think they should bring it back around.
Yeah.
Basically, reboot from the beginning.
That's a way they're gonna do. That's a way to go, or write it into the fiction that the war starts again. But with
that's not a bad idea, actually.
Because remember, Megatron, and if you follow the story originally behind, was Megatron originally wasn't like a, he was almost like a freedom fighter, kind of, and he was just fighting for the rights of the oppressed, because the
Megatron was basically William Wallace.
Yes, and the Primes were douchebags,
Oh, Primes are big douchebags, man.
Yeah,
they could take our transformation cogs, but they can never take our freedom.
So
it wasn't about a time there, lad.
Well,
you did pretty good.
We kind of came full circle back around to that again too, where
now
Autobots are turning into the douchebags again.
Right, so maybe Megatron needs to go a little freedom fighter again. Let's let it turn it into
my man Prowl.
Just
douchebag.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just showed up at the end of the last Lost Light issue.
Say that 3 times fast. Last light.
Hey,
let's go spoiler light. I'm still a couple issues behind.
All I said was he showed up. So I mean, I don't know.
Did he flip a table? That's all I needed to know. Did he flip a table?
Prowl. Of course he flipped a table.
That's Prowl's deal.
I think there's so many ways they can go, but I really would like them to bring the war back. Just because it was just the best time, man. It's when all the good shit goes down,
I'd like to see him do that, but instigate
another quote that will be taken out of context tonight, Russ. Yeah. Oh, it's the best time. That's when all the good shit goes down. They're bringing the war back. Yeah.
I don't.
What?
I don't mind them bringing the war back.
Views of Russ the Must.
That's whatever. But I want a new DJD.
RW Must at mpsp.org.
I want a new DJD. That's my thing. Like I think with the DJD with the amount of characters that have been fucked over by Autobots.
Dude, I think
DJD that is out for the mistreatment of Decepticons at the handling of Autobots.
You know,
And
Nick,
Megatron.
Nick, I finally read that, by the way. The final battle between them and Megatron. Man,
Honestly,
I was so upset.
Yeah, the whole thing. I'd love to see him. At this point in time, I want to see him do some alt-world, dead-world shit and bring back the original DJD and do what they should have done the first time with him. They ended that. Dude, that was such a build-up to nothing.
I was so pissed off because they just killed off some really good characters, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, dude, you just whacked them. That's it.
Yeah.
Megatron's. All to just make Megatron look like a badass motherfucker. We already know that. We already know Megatron's awesome. We didn't need that.
Tarn ripped off Kaon's head for no apparent reason other than to look good in front of his buddy.
Well, Tarn
was the thing. Yeah.
Tarn was
Jose says IDW may be losing the license after this Unicron story wraps up, so he has to look into it. What I heard is that they're rebooting the line.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that they're losing the license. I heard that James Roberts is not going to be involved at first, and they're rebooting the line.
Yeah, that's the same
thing.
They're
using this Unicron event to do it.
Yeah, I that'd be cool. I mean, I like that. I would like for them to reboot it. Go for it. Yeah. I can handle that. Reboot it, and then you can change shit up a little bit. Fix some things that I hated from the way shit went down.
That's what I heard was this whole Unicron thing was just a way to reboot it. So
yeah.
I
don't think IDW is gonna be losing the license because I mean, with the work they've done with every Hasbro property at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're still doing
Hasbro seems to be very comfortable with them.
Yeah, they got Round the Space Knight, man. Come on. They're around the space. How are you gonna let them?
Oh, they brought Visionaries back. They were doing some work with Mask. They need to bring Mask back again.
Visionaries, man. How are you living with that?
They brought Mask back, but they canceled Mask, didn't they?
Yeah. He was Mask was part of that crossover universe, the Revolution.
Yeah, how do you feel about that whole Hasbro shared crossover universe? I'm not a fan.
You said you are a fan?
I'm not a fan.
I'm not
Josh,
either.
I'm with you.
I know a lot of that shit.
Trying to do a shitty grabbing a Marvel something or another. So
yeah, that's what everybody's trying to do is copy the Marvel formula.
With a bunch of
a lot of that's always made sense, though. I mean, G.I. Joe and Transformers have always fit fairly well because Transformers has always had a military segment.
Yeah,
Mask
some of them do.
Yeah, Mask.
You ever read that Tom Scioli Transformers G.I. Joe crossover?
The Devil's Due one that we were talking about?
No. It was the IDW stuff by Tom Scioli.
No, I didn't read that shit.
It's oh god.
Well,
it's painful. It's fucking painful to read.
Except for what
I would.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying it's fucking painful to read. Don't bother with it.
I mean, with what they've done with G.I. Joe, it's been pretty painful. You know, I'm not a fan except for the Larry Hama series.
I feel like they.
Go ahead, Russ.
I was saying they neutered G.I. Joe a bit. I think they just kind of like cut their balls off, man. You know.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Jesus Christ! The views of Sam Mead do not respect.
That was satire. Come on now.
I know, brother.
Yeah, I feel like with like a lot of Hasbro properties, like some of them do mix. I feel like Transformers, G.I. Joe, definitely. But
and even
Mask too. But I feel like they just got
really
it all.
G.I. Joe stuff too, though.
But Optimus Prime.
Like people want a universe spanning thing, so let's mush it all together and
I'm sorry, but I don't need to see Optimus Prime and fucking Applejack hanging out together.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Well, there was that.
Ron fits well.
Yeah, there was the end of the TFGI Joe comic where Megatron was in the Pony universe. So
yeah, that's.
It was funny for about 4 seconds.
Yeah. And then he thought about it.
To who?
I was a little
Now-
drunk when I read it, so I kind of laughed. But
There you go.
Now, are any of you guys reading Marvel at all?
Man, I've not
Man,
picked up any
way
new
behind on
comics
Marvel.
in a while. I am very far behind on some new comics.
I'm with you, Josh.
Yeah.
All I've been reading is Star Wars books.
Okay.
That's
I've
it.
been trying. Like I need
Sarita-
I need a jumping in point because I'm so far behind, and I tried to go read some stuff.
That
and-
is anymore.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk. That's a good topic for another show.
yeah,
Um,
actually, that would be.
The one thing that I had here was Infinity Wars. If you guys wanted to talk about that,
You're talking about the movie?
no, the fucking comics that are coming
The
out.
comic.
So I was gonna say I got it on iTunes, and we as a family watched it. And God damn, that
Because
movie!
some major shit, some major shit happened last week. That
Oh.
was pretty
Mhm.
fucking surprising. And then this week they did another reveal. I don't know if you guys want to go into that or if
I think it would be a good topic to save.
Yeah.
good topic to save.
Let me
All
get
right,
caught
because
up because
it's
that's
11
Maybe I'll
something-
do that. Maybe I'll jump in the beginning of the Infinity Wars shit, and I'll
okay, so you're gonna
Yeah,
want
hey, me
Infinity
too, me
Wars
too.
Prime,
huh?
Okay.
Infinity Wars Prime, and
Infinity Wars
Countdown.
Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And that'll be a good jumping in point. There's a lot of characters that are involved, like Warlock, Ultron, Kang. There's a lot of Doctor Strange, a lot of good shit. So if you guys want to go ahead and try and catch up with that for next week, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
if
Look,
you guys-
Nick's giving us homework. Yes.
right. If
Okay,
you
boss.
guys would like to read chapter 1, 2, and 3 of Infinity Wars and any other tie-ins would be extra credit.
Answer questions 1 through 4 in a complete sentence.
And please,
It's not multiple
make sure,
choice.
and please make sure your essays are fucking legible.
Wait,
Ah.
essays?
Essays.
Yes, Josh. Yes, Josh. There's homework.
Yo,
There's
yo,
homework
homie.
and essays.
You know, my mom's Mexican. I got a bunch of essays.
Hey, Chica.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
You guys
I'm
are
the
my
bad
essays.
guy. Okay.
You got you're my essay.
I'm your essay. Huh? Okay, essay.
The
Good
fucking
episode
South
of
Park
South
episode is
Park.
hilarious.
Yep. Yep.
So was the wrestling one. They took our jobs.
That was so awesome, dude.
All right, so
Oh,
we're hitting 2 hours and 10 minutes. Do we
Yeah.
want to go ahead and say outros and say goodbye?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
You
we
guys
should.
want to
We'll
go
go
on
too long.
unbroadcasted?
Sure.
I'm fine with
All
that.
right, cool.
It's Friday
Uh,
night, and I got spiked up coffee. Fuck it, let's
Sounds
go.
good to me.
Okay,
Okay, anybody,
Rob. Party
anybody in
animal.
the chat that's interested, if my name's Nick Brammer and I'm on Facebook, and I'll post unbroadcasted link on my personal page. And we have a Facebook page for Masterpiece Shippies Theater that after I get a little bit more work done, we'll go ahead and go live, hopefully before the next show. And we'll advertise and see what we can do. But why don't we go ahead and say goodbye for now? And I'll post the link, like I said, on my personal page so that we're not cluttering up the realm stuff too much. So
Yeah,
why don't we go ahead and Josh, go ahead and give an outro.
Well, you can find me on Facebook as Josh Fisher. I am part of the All Queued Up podcast, which publishes every other Friday with my partner Greg. And we'll also make appearances on Off the Runner. Been a while since we've done one, though. But yeah, and now I'm here with you guys on Friday nights, and it's been fun.
I'm so happy.
God. It's like he's like a real life pirate. I kind of dig it.
Well, I don't have an eye patch or a parrot or shit.
Yet we
Hey,
can
you-
fix that problem.
They're on the way.
You're not taking my goddamn eye. I'm going to keep my eyes. I don't need an eye patch. It's already bad enough that I'm going to get the fucking peg leg.
That's what I want is to see is the peg leg.
We need to find him the hat.
Yeah.
The hat.
Oh, it's beautiful. The hat.
Beautiful.
What's
hat.
the hat?
The
Rob
Rob
Jackson.
Milton, go ahead with your outro, brother.
Find me on the Facebooks, usually on the ROC, otherwise occasionally When I get time to do photos, I'm on Instagram at Rob's Robits. Bits.
Sounds good.
Bitch.
Russ, the Silver Surfer hater, must fucking go.
Damn it, fuck Silver Surfer. Anyway,
You can find me on the floor.
You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna be laying into the Silver Surfer. It's coming up real soon.
My voice on Twitter.
Tweeter. I'm on Twitter. Plastic Fanatics Saturday night. Catch me there. And of course here on Friday nights. This is the only show on Friday nights to pay attention to, people. The best
That's
show.
right.
I'm not trying to kill James.
We might be a little biased.
Yeah, I might be a little biased, but it's all good. It's good. Pleasure. It was pleasure. It was fun.
Oh,
This
it
was
was a
fun.
riot.
All right, Sam. Go ahead,
Yes,
brother.
Insta_Sam89 on Instagram and Sam Mead. I'm creeping around the realm pretty constantly, so find me there.
You're so soft spoken. I just got to tell you that. It's awesome.
So
I dig it. It's so soft spoken. I love it.
Man, thanks for
He's a
having
real-
me, guys. And,
He's a real contrast to our loud mouths.
I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that was in the chat. We got Jose, Hurricane
yeah, shout out to
BX,
the
G
chat, man.
Money,
Woo.
Gary, E
Let's hold
Prime.
it down.
We had Deluxe. We had the infamous Brian Brink, who's on every show he can find.
Nice.
And Masterpiece. Oh God, I'm gonna
Master
die.
Skinny Toys.
Master
That's
Skinny
Vinny.
Toys. See, I want to throw the Masterpiece on there. And we had Deluxe Baldwin, which is always a treat.
Yeah, don't forget
So-
this guy, Russ the Must. He
Russ
said
the
send
Must,
your
that
hand-
fucker.
Yeah, I know. Who let that guy in there?
Who let that fucker in?
Manhammer. Come on.
Yeah.
He said Manhammer.
he's got dude, fuck.
Somebody made him a bot?
Don't
I
forget.
know. See, that's
the
what happens
Mrs.
when you
Bremer
have two of
is
them
in the
big
chat.
ass mason jars of fucking what was it? Oh, White Russians.
White Russians.
What is it?
No.
See, that's what happens.
Russians.
Hey, I hear that Russ guy doesn't like Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
Heard
fuck
that
that
too,
Russian
man.
guy. I'm gonna tell his wife on him. She's teasing me about
Just
Silver
probably in
Surfer.
the chat.
My wife was in there.
That's another thing. Shout her out.
See, look, now I'm in trouble. Also, my baby Kate Brammer was in the chat.
That's right.
Oh, don't forget.
And
And in 10 minutes, she'll be smacking him in the back of the head.
yeah,
You,
ain't that the
not
truth?
the
She's
not,
gonna
not, not,
come
not the
in
back of
here.
his head.
She's gonna
Smack her
come
in
in
the
here,
ass.
smack me right in the face in front of y'all on the unbroadcasted. Thank you guys. This was our first show. We'll be ironing out the tweaks and everything as we go on week to week. But thank you for joining us. And if you like the show, tell your friends. If you didn't, leave us a dislike. And if you don't like something, go ahead and message me and we'll talk about it.
Hey,
Take
give us
care,
a thumbs
everybody.
up, God damn it. Anyway, sorry.
I would like thumbs up, but hell, I'll take a thumbs down too. All right. Peace out. This week was fun. Take care.
There,
Later.
everybody. Thank you.